Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It is your boy Jack and Dermot. David will be joining us soon. Just getting a bit of that birthday dinner, just a bit of a bite to eat before. It is us at the Irish Hotspur. It is going to be Vitesse versus Spurs tonight at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Kickoff is in about 10 minutes' time. Just quickly going to read out the starting lineup, everybody. It is going to be Lloris in goals, Davies at that left center back position, Romero playing that libero role in the center, Dyer playing the right side at center back, which is different. Emerson and Region are bombing wingbacks. Skippy and Højbjerg holding it down in the midfield. Sonny, Lucas, and Kane up top. And we're just going to get into it now. But Dermot, before I invite some people in, I mean, how are you feeling about this match? Any concerns, any maybe hopes? What are you feeling right now?
So pumped. So pumped. I am so pumped. I cannot wait. It's like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, New Year's Day, birthday, all rolled into one big package. You'll open it up, out pops Conte.
I mean, what more? It is.
Up pops Conte. No more the garden gnome. He's gone. All the gnome sales have gone down in all the garden centres all around the world. But the gnome's gone. The lion's in. The Italian stallion, and he's going to take us all the way to the final.
Oh, we got the lion in. Exactly, my mate. Exactly. The regulars in the building, though, just want to welcome some people. And he says, come on, you Spurs. Very strong lineup today. I would kind of agree, actually, the regular. I definitely agree. AE saying, my grandpa once had a Triumph Vitesse. There you go. AE is also saying, hey, David and Jack, pick yourself up. Celery agent in the building saying, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Celery. Good to see you. Dark Sun G saying, come on, you Spurs. David, come on. Where's the Conte in the intro? You need to change the intro in the near future. No offense to Nuno, but he has an unlucky charm for us. So try to change Nuno to Conte. Yeah, we are, Dark Sun G. It's coming very, very soon. We do have a kind of a video that we could use at the moment. It's just we need to make a few more tweaks to it. We're not satisfied with it yet, but it will happen next time. I absolutely promise it. Dark Sun G, I absolutely promise it. It's my promise, and now I'm going to keep it. Ian Carter saying, get it on. Yeah, we will, Ian. We're getting it on. Kuva99, though, saying, yeah, no Conte in the intro. Shocking. I mean, Kuva, yeah, we dropped the ball on that one. We dropped the ball on that one, but it's been a bit too, we haven't been able to make it. It's not so easy. David and I are not the most technically gifted, but let's welcome in some more, though. 8 p.m. kickoff here from Kuva saying, winning it 3-0, mate. We're now the unstoppable force. We certainly are. Jason Fox, it's 5 a.m. kickoff in Korea. Wow. Yeah. Dark Sun G, again, the dedication that some show, honestly, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's what really shows. There are real Spurs fans out there that will wake up at ungodly hours, practically miss work, or even, be missing an entire night's sleep in order to watch their Spurs play. So Dark Sun G, tip my flat cap to you, my brother. Tip my flat cap to you. Jason Fox saying 5 a.m. Jesus, it's only 3 p.m. for me. Sounds like then you must be in the central time zone then. Jason Fox, maybe you're in kind of Chicago way or something like that, or kind of Detroit, time zone, because it's 4 p.m. for me over here. So big yourself up, Jason. Old Soul 53 in the building. Big yourself up, Old Soul. Good to see you, man. DMT 85. Big up. I'm at the game. Can't wait. Just having a pre-game beer. Happy birthday, David. We'll send you a super chat later so you can enjoy a few birthday drinks. DMT 85, you certainly don't have to. And as well, DMT 85, you enjoy yourself, mate. You enjoy yourself. Have a good one at the game, honestly. Enjoy a few on yourself, my mate. And honestly, enjoy yourself, brother. Absolutely enjoy yourself. JC, good to see you. Say good evening, David and Jack. Good evening, the Harris Army. The Italian Revolution begins. Forza Spurs. Forza JC. Big yourself up. Coys, Elias, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thank you always for the support that you show. Really, honestly, big yourself up. SGO5 saying, come on, you Spurs. Big yourself up, SG. Big yourself up. Leon the Kid is in the building. Big yourself up, Leon. Killian Kenny, big yourself up. Come on, you Spurs from Killian Kenny. Big yourself up, Killian. It's good to see you, my man. It's good to see you. And also hope you're keeping well. Vince Vega saying, come on, you Spurs. Vince Vega is live in Ukraine. In Lviv or on the halls. I'm not sure what that means. Let me know if you're near Donetsk or Kiev, maybe, but I'm not sure about Lviv. That's a fascinating place. I'm not too sure about it, but he's going 10-0 to the Yidos. There you go, Vince Vega. Absolutely love it. Max A66A saying 3-4-3. Could be a 3-4-3, so maybe let me ask Dermot on that. Do you think Lucas is playing more in the middle? Do you think he just has a free role? What are your thoughts on maybe where Lucas will be playing tonight?
I think he could turn it into two. I think it's a very flexible formation. So he can go 3-5-2 or he can go 3-4-3. I think he start with 3-4-3, and then he might change it to a 3-5-2 as the game goes on. But I agree with Matt today. I think a 3-4-3 he will start with.
Honestly, I mean, fantastic tactical answer there from Dermot there. So fantastic tactical answer. Power Miguel Escobardo's in the building and say, Buenasera, famiglia. There you are, Power Miguel Escobardo. Big yourself up. He says, come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Come on, you Flat Cap Army. Zoe DF, hello. How you doing, Zoe? Good to see you. Evening, boys. How exciting. The Conte era begins. It's beginning right now. Mr. Bomb Diggity, big yourself up. And Dan N as well. Lucas in the midfield or on the wing, do we think? I think he might be doing exactly what Dermot just says. A bit of both, maybe like he even did under Nuno, kind of flying in the middle, cutting inside, drifting inside, and also still staying out wide. Could be a bit of both. And maybe that's too ambiguous, but I think that's kind of how tactics sometimes can be. You want to be a bit unpredictable. Dan N. THFC for life. Big yourself up. He's going for a 5-0 win. That is glorious. I'll tell you that. Shamu Van Spurs. Big up Shamu saying, what the F? Davies, I want a Reggie and Skip goal. Yeah, I want a Reggie goal so bad. I mean, I desperately need it. I'd probably do anything for a Reggie goal. Mary McGee saying, good evening, lovely Spurs family. Come on, you Spurs, from Mary McGee. Big yourself up, Mary McGee. Go get it. Thank you very much. It's good to see you, my man. It's good to see you. Ojam is also in the building with the big come on, you Spurs. Big up, Ojam. The Smashers in the building, Sam. I'm at my Norwegian team playing against Rome. Also, Conte debut pissing my pants. You got to be watching this game, the Smasher. You got to be watching this game. But big up to Bodo Glimt, though. Hopefully you enjoy, the weather up there. I bet it's not too great, actually. And considering also you guys have to play on AstroTurf as well. I mean, my condolences to you, but honestly, some beautiful football, I guess, is happening over there. Some beautiful football by the looks of it. Kev Williams also is in the building, trying to pick myself up after passing of a good friend of mine this morning, having the Harris Army Spurs family is giving me a boost. Come on, you Spurs. Everybody big up Kev Williams right now. This is seriousness. Everybody make sure, Kev, I want to make sure that everything's all right with you, my man. Really want to make sure everything's okay with you. So everybody just let Kev know that, the Harris Army has him. The Harris Army family is here. So big yourself up, Kev. Big yourself up, brother. Hopefully we can get you that win. Hopefully we can give you that enjoyment that you need from Spurs as well as from even this channel alone. So Kev, I just want to make sure that everything is okay with you. And at least maybe you can find a bit of solitude, at least a bit of family here, because there is a family here. Everybody big up Kev William in the comments. That's a request.
As well to keep Kev as well. My condolences to him.
And my thoughts and prayers to you, Kev. Honestly, I'll be keeping you in my prayers, Kev. And I do actually, I do really mean that, Kev. So big yourself up. I'm honored. Asia's in the building. Come on, you Spurs. Big up. Jason Fox. I'm an Ecuador Jack, but I was born in the UK. Whoa! I got the time zone all wrong there. I got the time zone. Well, I mean, you are in the center, of that kind of axis of time zones. But yeah, there you are, Jason Fox. So I didn't know that. Honestly, Ecuador as well. Are you? I believe Caracas, if I'm not mistaken, is the capital. Maybe it's Caracas. I could be wrong. But I'm trying to remember my Ecuadorian capitals. Matthew Paris as well is in the building. Big yourself up. Just want to make sure before I get to some of these super chats here, though. Exposure Channel is here. Big up, Exposure Channel. Tyler Gretzula is in the building. We need a left-sided center back. Yeah, we desperately do. Making sure. Quito. He's in Quito. Big yourself up, Jason Fox. I mean, I've never been, never heard, and but let me know. Is Caracas? Am I right? I'm pretty sure Caracas, or maybe that's Venezuela. That's the capital of Venezuela. I'm trying to remember before I cheat and look it up later. Especially since I do play a bit of GeoGuessr. I do like to make sure that I can get that stuff right. William Kelly, though, with a super chat. It's good to see you, William Kelly. Sorry, Dave. Yeah, I didn't know you were in there.
Just interesting, sorry. Just interestingly, it looks like it's a 3-4-3 lineup.
Yeah, but guess Dermot gave a fantastic tactical answer earlier, Dave, that you missed, where he was saying that Lucas will be not only spreading it out wide at times, but also drifting inside, practically doing both at once. Doing what he did under Nuno, you might say, actually, where he would drift inside when he needed to or when he wanted to, but also stay out wide as well and let the overlap happen and be out there as well. It's kind of a bit of both, maybe. It's a bit of kind of a fluidity, which I thought was a brilliant answer. William Kelly saying, what happens if the same Deadwood have crap match? Does Conte kill them? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there probably won't be some players leaving the stadium, William Kelly. I'm certain there won't be some players leaving the stadium. I mean, really, whoa, big news, I will say, though, that I don't even see him in the, what's his name? Yeah, Opende is not in the lineup for Vitesse, and I thought he was their best player last match. I genuinely did, and he looked like someone that was actually of real quality that could hurt us, I will say. So, that's actually big news, I will say. That's actually big news. So there you are, everybody. But William Kelly, I'm certain he'll kill them, and I'm certain he'll give them, the lesson that they deserve. But he's looking beautiful in that kid. He's giving a very nice, faint smile as well. He's just looking so stoic on the sidelines, William Kelly. But I'm sure he has the killer's face on right now, and he's giving a salute to the fans as well.
Look at the reception he's getting. It's Jesus Christ.
It's
unreal. That is brilliant to watch. It's beautiful to watch, actually.
Oh,
he reminds me of the Godfather. He's the Italian Godfather.
He's already taking the edge of his technical area for kickoff. That's what you want to see.
If he gets a yellow card tonight, I might have to, take a few minutes to myself. Honestly, I swear I want him to get that yellow card so bad. Lionheart 1066 saying, "Good evening, man. Come on, you Spurs. Good evening to you, Lionheart. Good evening to you, my man." But I do believe now, David, if you want me to pass things off to you, we're about to hit kickoff here. You guys might be ahead of me, which is totally fine, but I am going to let you know when I kick off.
Yeah.
I do see Harry Kane standing over it, giving emotioning to it. They're in the all-white kit tonight, everybody, which just looks beautiful. It's a beautiful all-white kit. Really is. Harry Kane, he's looking at the referee, waiting to give the motion.
Anytime today, ref.
Yeah.
It's just referees should making sure the crack pipe is all filled up.
They're taking the knee now. They're taking the knee now.
Okay, so you must be a few seconds ahead of me then. But Lionheart, big up. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it.
So, guys, we're 3, 4, 5 seconds in. If anyone wants to sync up, Jack Dermot, where are you?
I haven't kicked off yet.
Okay, so there we are then. You can go ahead, Dermot, if you like, because it seems like David seems the one that's furthest ahead. I am at 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds.
Right.
I've got Kane over the ball, ready to kick off.
My stream will end up back in. It always does. Somehow Jack will end up ahead of me near the end of the half.
We'll be catching up with each other.
Højbjerg down the right-hand side. Plays it out wide to Emerson. Emerson looks good in the all-white. Kenny has the skill to go with it. No, he doesn't. Højbjerg floats one in. Lucas Moura with the header. Oh! Tottenham already from the off creating chances. This
go on, Sonny. Oh!
Come on. This is the football we want to see. Come on. Kane, please get one today. Get one for my birthday. I beg you. It's all I want. Everyone asks me, what do you want for your birthday? I just want Harry Kane to score goals. It's all I want. But big up everybody in the building. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you are new, guys. The big push to 5K is on before the year's up. Sonny's in behind. He beats 2 players. Oh, it's cleared. He gets it again. Oh, that's a shocking pass by Sonny. Nobody was there. Where was he passing that? But that's 2 chances already from Spurs, probably more than we've had under the whole Nuno tenure. But everybody, feel free to get your super chats in. It is a great way to help support me and Jack on our journey. Like I said, we don't have anyone, behind us, promoting us, helping us, paying us wages or anything like that, guys. So it is an absolute massive help. But don't worry, we know not everybody is in a position to do it. So we will get everybody's comments up on screen as best as we can.
Just a quick Jack. Kane's playing on the left, Son's in the middle, and Moura's on the right.
That is interesting. It seems to be some version of a front three, and Højbjerg seems to one, kind of pressing very high and getting forward. Dark Sun G saying Cote on our bench feels unreal. It does look. That's well said, Dark Sun G. It feels kind of like Dreamland.
Yeah,
it really does feel kind of like, even the way he just looked on it. It's going to be a very privileged thing to get used to, Dark Sun G. It's honestly, it's a privilege.
Davis, what have you done?
Oh, Ben Davies, I think, I don't know if they're going to look at it. I don't know if there's VAR or not, but could have potentially given away the penalty.
There isn't. I don't think there is.
Jesus Christ, referee. Jesus Christ. Reguilon absolutely makes bits of them down the left-hand side, and he's just grabbed by his face and pulled down to the ground, literally. I'm not even exaggerating. He's literally just been manhandled by his face to the ground. Where's the cards? Oh, no, he dived. That's a shocking dive. The
Vitesse player.
Yeah. Ben Davies didn't even touch him. That's shocking. But then Reguilon, how is he being pulled down by his face? How?
That's a disgusting dive. Honestly, even Neymar probably wouldn't even go to those depths, I would say. That's pretty shocking,
Jesus Christ, again, referee. A loose ball in behind. Sonny's going for it. And one of their players, he doesn't even have his eye on the ball. He just runs and blocks Son. I mean, seriously, are we playing, what's that game we play over there, Jack? NFL. Are we playing NFL right now?
I mean, David, I thought WWE Showdown was last night, Dave, but apparently now it's continuing on into the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. William Kelly saying, any links for the match? Feel free to hit us up, David, either through email, hit him up on email, hit him up on Twitter, however you reach David, William Kelly, and he'll plug you through there. But we can't do it in the chat, unfortunately, William Kelly. But pick yourself up. Just reach out to David. And we'll find it for you.
That's it. Go on, Emerson. Go on, get the cross in. Go on. Oh, nearly. Good cross by Emerson there.
I have to say, it's good to see the Spurs players running about and actually putting in a bit of effort, you know.
It's weird.
HOTSPUR Reguilón into Skippy. Under Nuno, that would have went long. Skippy rotates it to Romero. Romero in the middle to Sonny. What a ball. Do you know what? It actually looks like Son is actually playing in the camera. It's a good ball on the outside to Emerson. Emerson goes for the cross. Unlucky. Guys, I'm hardly behind you again now, am I?
Well, no, I think you're still ahead of us, Dave.
I'm 5 minutes now.
Oh.
How?
I'm at 4:30. I'm at 4:30.
You want me to pause mine? Link so you can
yeah, maybe pause at 5:15 or something, maybe, Dermot. That would be lovely.
Okay. I've just paused it on a nice picture of Conte.
Yeah, but what minute?
5:14. Sorry.
5:14. I'll let you know when I'm there. Dermot's on 5:14, everybody.
Linesman having issues here with some sort of tech.
Dave, are you going to wait till you get to 5:14 as well?
I can't unpause but I think I'm only like 2 seconds ahead of you, Jack. I don't know how it's working out. I'm at 5:11, 12, 13. I'm at 5:14 now.
Alrighty, then. You can unpause, Dermot.
All right.
So we're all within a second or two. It's just the link I have. I can't pause.
I'm just so fearful of Davis. He just gives me the shivers every time he gets the ball. I can't take it.
So, guys, anyone that wants to sync up, we are on 5 minutes, 33 seconds, 34 seconds, 35 seconds if you want to sync up. Yeah, I have to say we're playing some good football. Good pass by Kane.
Yeah.
And Ben. No, that wasn't. That was Reguilón. He looked like Ben Davies. Good start, though, lads, I have to say. It's a good energetic start. Already created a couple of chances. You know what I mean? So it's been a very good start. Son looks fresh. In fairness, he's pressing very hard.
Yeah, they are pressing hard. And Harry Kane looks even a bit different, I would say. The body language, as people love to make a big riff about, is also looking better, I will say, from him. Skippy getting absolutely stuck there, as per usual.
I can feel it.
But yeah, we had some excellent chances there. Definitely could have done a bit better with them, but it's also good to just see chances created so early, I will say.
It's been the most intense I think we've been since the Man City game, to be honest with you.
He's way off, referee. He's way off.
Yeah,
about time. He's way off. I mean, honestly, he had time to come over here, celebrate my birthday, and fly back.
I think that's a stupid rule, letting the play go through and then putting the flag up. The flag should go straight up, straight away.
No, it's a shocking rule. It should be.
It is.
You're risking your players pulling hamstring injuries, getting injured for no reason at all. I get they're trying to give the benefit of doubt and stuff now, but it's just an obscene rule, especially when he's a country mile offside,
Yeah.
Yeah, it does risk injuries, even risks, it does. It does. It really does, David. You're right. Throw into Vitesse here for Dasa. Plays it in behind for Dasa. Dasa whips it in. No one there. Emerson shows a bit of composure there. Well done. Hugo with a pretty shocking distribution there.
They look confident, Tottenham. They look confident and, raring to go.
Well said. I agree. I actually really do agree, but I do want to see maybe something created a bit sooner. And here goes Lucas. This is what we like to see from Lucas. This is play it. Oh, just don't need to put so much weight on it, Lucas. I guess Harry Kane could have realized, though, maybe that's hard to ask of him, though. I mean, that just needs to be weighted better. Just needs to be weighted better.
This is the atmosphere and everything there. That would lift the players as well, a full house and the atmosphere. And they're playing brilliantly.
William, I just emailed you, my man. Just emailed you, William.
Oh, nearly. Another throw-in for Tottenham. Emerson on the ball now.
Well done, Emerson.
Emerson to Mora, back. And that is a free kick, I think, to Tottenham. Was there something wrong with the linesman? I think the linesman's having more difficulties again.
I mean, you think I mean, they don't even have to do their job, you know, the linesmen anymore. They don't even have to do their job, but, you know, yet he still can't put on the mic right anymore, or whatever that is that he's using. Jesus, when you think about it.
Just so we're still all in time, guys. 9 minutes 12, 9 minutes 13, 9 minutes 14.
Yeah, I'm 9 minutes 15.
Jacko?
Yeah.
You guys are fine. You guys are about 8 or 9 seconds ahead, but it's fine. It's honestly, if you guys are in sync, that's what's better. It's good to have 2 people in sync.
If you want, Jack, try and go on the one that I usually go on.
I don't want to, especially not with the new computer, Dave.
Yeah.
I like to use the streams I pay for.
We can't slow that bad boy down. That's the power engine. That's the motor of the Irish HOTSPUR.
Go on, Skippy. Skippy to Davis now. Davis now to Reguilon. Reguilon has the ball back to Skippy again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wasted.
Come on. Vitesse fans, I give it to them. They're absolutely bouncing in their corner.
I could see that. Fair play to them.
To be fair.
Yeah.
They must have found a Dutch coffee shop nearby.
Oh, I said there'd be a few round in Tottenham somewhere.
Yeah.
But this is a totally different outlook, different team from the one that played them a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Miguel Escobardo saying N17 is buzzing. Absolutely looks so, though. But also the Vitesse fans, as we just joked as well, Miguel, they seem to be giving a bit of support here. Boybeard just showing them the weight room. Neil Shafton, just a little too much more. Exactly. Definitely think a little bit too much.
No. Jesus Christ, we could have been one down there. We were lucky. If he had a better shot, that's shocking defending.
It is.
Absolutely shocking defending. Let's have an inquest here. Let's see what happened. Reguilon with a bad pass. Skins 2 players. He absolutely takes Ben Davies past it. And then just a bad shot.
Jamie said you should have heard the Vitesse fans on the Piccadilly this morning. Absolutely crazy.
I want to know what they brought with them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say they've been on it from the night before, to be fair. I'd say they didn't even fly in. I'd say they travelled across France, or through the channel, or through the tunnel and into the UK, I'd say.
They're all celebrating your birthday, David. That's what it is. It's Irish HOTSPUR Day. So they're all celebrating your birthday.
In fairness, we do have a few fans that tune in from Vitesse. They have for the boat previews, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Jamie, that's good to know, though. That is surprising.
Oh, Jesus, don't be passing it back there. Get it out of there.
No, they're going to have to get used to playing under pressure because that's what Conte wants. They're going to have to get used to it. I don't want them to be pumping it long because that's what was happening under Nuno, and you're not giving your strikers a chance.
No, that's true.
They're going to have to learn to start playing under pressure. None of this baby stuff. Just be man, grab your cojones, because they're starting to let Vitesse settle into the game now.
Yeah.
Mm. It's well good for the first couple of minutes, but Jesus
Harry,
Christ,
you can win that.
Some of these players are not up to doing that job. It's really showing now how they're not up to doing it.
But they just need to be a bit quicker. It's very slow across the back. It's very slow. They need to be quicker. That's a good ball into Harry Kane. Good ball. Oh, just overhit him behind for Sonny.
Kane looks a different player. He looks a different player.
He's moving about more, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I hope you got my tweet. Harry, I love you. I hope you got my tweet today.
I tell you, Conte does not look happy already.
No, he's not. He's looking at Dyer and Davies. He's like, amigo, come on. You know what I mean? Pass the pizza, come on.
The Irish mafia are behind it, right? Take them two away. Just take them to an island somewhere and leave them there.
I tell you, send them on a weekend away with me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a shocking pass inside Emerson. My God, you're not even passing it to anybody.
Yeah.
They're breaking on us. It's 3-on-2. Oh, what a greedy boy. Good effort, but what a greedy boy. He could have really played that inside. And it looks like it's a goal kick. I don't know how he got a goal kick out of that. It looked like Lloris saved it. Good effort, though, to be fair, but he's greedy. He should have played them in. Very greedy.
It was a good chance.
Man free inside there, look. Jesus Christ, I'd be furious. I'd be stringing him up in the dressing room. Let's go, Højbjerg. Who says this man can't play? Look at that with a pass. Lucas Moura's in. Oh, how's he not finished? Follow up, son.
Yeah, Sonny.
Yes! Come on! Sonny with the first goal under Conte.
Come on! Sonny!
You called it, Dark Sung G. You said he got the first one on Jose, first one on the new life. 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. Come on! We are back, baby. That was too easy. Who said Højbjerg can't get forward? Who said he can't pass a ball? Come on. Beautiful play. Look at that. He wins it. He picks a pocket. He picks it. It's like taking sweets off a baby. Poor first pass. Good second pass into Lucas. He should have buried it. Good save. Harry Kane tried to get in. Doesn't get there. Bounces to Sonny. And Sonny drills it in. It's 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. And if anyone loves that commentary, make sure you hit up BT Sport. Tell them to get me on because they're better at it too. Come on. Great finish by Sonny. 1-0 to the Tottenham.
Very impressive.
Oh, and the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. I want to be in that number. The Spurs go marching in.
Oh, when the Spurs.
Oh, Antonio. Antonio. Come on. Let's have it. Time to change the banner. Woo! Been once since I had to do it this early into a game.
Been a while, Dave.
Oh,
1-0 to the good. Birthday is coming.
But what a run from Højbjerg. Absolutely fantastic run by him.
Super chat from Dark Sun G. Son, the record maker, first goal for content. Come on, you Spurs. You called it, my man. You call it. Big yourself up, brother. Big up, Dark Sun G. Your man, stat man. He's a stat man, Jack.
He absolutely is. I mean, I would never, like I've said this a million times, Dave. I would never try to outstat Dark Sun G. Never could. I know I never would be able to because the guy's he's lighter on his feet, David. He's a bit quicker in the mind as well. You know, he's probably even, has a bit, more wisdom in him than I do when it comes to the stats. The guy he even thinks ahead than I do. Sometimes Dark Sun G is thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, Dave, when I'm only thinking 1 or 2 steps ahead, at times as well. That's what I love about Dark Sun G. He'll be thinking about goal differential, at the perfect times. He'll be thinking about a match 7 or 8 games from now. Honestly, Dark Sun G, I always tip my black up to you.
Good free kicking by Vitesse. Got in around the back post. Just couldn't keep it down because he's absolutely crap. Come on. But seriously, though, Jack, you're in Dark Sun G's. Do you know that song, Scatman?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Just change Scatman to Statman, lad. Every day before you do stats with Jack, you need to listen to Scatman and just every time
the stat man.
Change it to Statman. Get yourself absolutely pumped up for it, lad.
Well done. Oh, if Højbjerg won that would have been glorious.
I could just sit back now. I never thought I'd be able to do this for a while. Just sit back and just enjoy it now.
This is
Sean Butler is a new Sean Butler. I believe you had him on for the fan show.
Brilliant, Jack.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He's the first one to kind of actually. Do you know what, Jack? I was thinking about this. All right, you were the first one to do it to me on my fan show, where you came on and you were asking me questions. He done the same on the pre-batch pump up today. Big yourself up, man. He was
big up then, Sean. Big up, Sean.
He actually genuinely wanted to listen to my point of view on things. I was big yourself up, brother. It was a really good conversation with you, my man.
Looking forward to what I'll look at what he had to say then, because I missed it, Dave. So I'd love to see what he had to say.
Asking about skipping Højbjerg, Jack. I don't think you would have. I think you probably would have been, screaming through your phone. To be honest with you, no, he was good.
Good to see you, Sean. That's good to see, brother. Thank you for joining us as well, Sean. Thank you for joining the membership. And we'll see you Monday, Sean. We'll see you Monday. We have a fresh, warm seat for you, Sean. We have a fresh, warm seat for you. We'll be seeing you Monday.
Oh, Jack, he loves guitars too. On his wall, he has a load of guitars. So I'm thinking maybe we could get him and Brad Matthews to hook up. Do you know when we get over for the West Ham game, we can get him and Brad Matthews to hook up and play us some music and stuff.
Just have to plug in, Dave.
We can even look honestly. We I'm sure we have people that can help us organize a big do and all in the Harris Army, in the Irish HOTSPUR Army. We can between everybody, we can probably create our own night out. It'd be absolutely massive.
Live concert by Brad Matthews and Sean Butler. That'd be glorious, Dave. You're absolutely right.
Oh, 100%. It'd be unbelievable. Now we just need someone with vocals. But do you know what? Looking at Sean, I think he has a vocal or two in him. I think he could sing like Leona Lewis.
We've got the new Chaz and Dave here. You too.
Seb Shaw saying, big up David and Jack, the Conte Army watching. Yeah, we all certainly are. I mean, we're all members of the Conte Army. Pretty soon, I'm pretty sure Conte, he's going to be getting the flat cap in the mail. He'll be rocking it during training. He'll be rocking it during press conferences. He'll be kind of winking at David, wink twice if the Irish HOTSPUR, all those things. I mean, certainly, I think at a certain point we'll be seeing, Antonio be wearing the flat cap. I know he will be.
No, we definitely will be. 100%. I can't wait to go over. And what basically, me and Jack just going to plonk ourselves somewhere, tell you where we are. If you just want to meet up, more than welcome. More than welcome. Vitesse on the attack there just had a shot. It's been deflected. It's gone out for a corner kick. I'll be honest with you guys. Vitesse are opening us easy enough with that back three.
Yeah. I think they are. And to a degree, though, I would just say Vitesse, I mean, they kind of gave us a better game than even Rennes did, if you ask me, Dave, which is kind of funny. Like, they actually seem to be, maybe even the best. Rennes might be the best team in this group. It's hard to know, but they're not as bad maybe as we'd like to say. I certainly would maybe argue that they play a bit more progressive football than maybe we give them credit for.
Yeah, but you know what, Jack? You know what I'm like? I find it hard to give any other team credit. I just can't do it, to be honest. It just kind of hurts me. Do you know, it's like, something just dies inside of me. I can't do it. Even if a team's good, I'm just going to sit there and say their shit and mock them because, I just don't like any of them. I just don't. Let's go. Come on, Harry.
Come on, Harry.
That's true. Like the prime racehorse you are. Let's go. Regulon. Sonny, shoot. Get off the pole. What an effort. Great attacking play by Kane.
Oh, what a ball roll. What a ball roll and hit. Oh, that was beautiful, Sonny. That was beautiful. Sexy Skippy. Ball roll. That was sexy.
He's on it today. The guy is looking fresh. It's like he had a bowl of Weetabix, and 2 Duracell batteries for breakfast. Unbelievable today from Sonny so far. You got to admire it. He is looking sharp in the crisp white clean kit. It's absolutely beautiful. My county team in the Gaelic Day wear all white. They're nicknamed the Lily Whites. And my beloved Tottenham Hotspur, the thing I love most in the world, playing in the all white kit. It's a throwback. Lad used to tell me about the days of Spurs and their glorious, sexy all white kit. Harry Kane, beautiful.
I love this kit.
Go on,
Lucas Moura, finish it. Yes! Easy. Come on, this is the attacking football. What play by Harry Kane? Absolutely brilliant play by Harry Kane. Just on the build-up, where Son hit the post beforehand, drove Tottenham forward. Here again, rips the team apart, plays Sonny through. It's too easy. It is too easy. It's like we're playing a League of Ireland team. Come on! Conte Army is here. It's arrived. Look at this by Kane.
What a finish.
Oh, what a touch by Lucas. But look at that by Kane. Great play. He's way on. That defense is a straight, I don't know. It's absolutely shocking. That defense, it's a joke. It's as crooked as a witch's nose. Jesus Christ.
This is the
Meg finish as well. He megged him for the finish. That was a brilliant flick. 1-2. Just a brilliant flick by Lucas. Brilliant flick. Oh, he looked it as well, David. He actually, he kind of made it look like he was about to sweat it off to Sonny there, actually. Composure was actually there. Wow, that's brilliant composure.
Let me see.
That is brilliant composure.
I'll tell you one thing. The players look happier. They look so much happier.
They do. They're all going over to celebrate with each other. I have to say, I like Lucas's little back run there for the celebration. I'm the god. I like it, I have to say.
Do you know who started that again? Holberg started that whole move off from midfield.
He's done it. Yeah, he's to a degree, has been the pass to the assist for, both goals here.
Shot the ball, Harry. Come on. The desire to win it back is there, though. Come on. That's what I want to see. Okay, shocking pass, but at least he's trying to win it back. That's good.
We did more in 22 minutes than we did all season with Conte, the god. Dark Sun G. I mean, it does feel that way. I would say Dark Sun G, and let me know what you think. This is also a big difference that I'm noticing, David. With Nuno, we just never counterattacked. Like, we just
Emerson,
couldn't
this is too
counterattack.
easy. He takes two players out. Play Sonny. He's in.
Go on,
He's
Sonny.
in. Let's go, Sonny.
Sonny's in.
You're in. How's it offside? He rounds the keeper.
Oh, he waited too long.
How's it offside? Come
Waited
on.
too long.
How's that off? He's way on. I think linesman needs to go at spec service, but we are absolutely ripping these apart. Honestly, see what happens when you actually put in the performance levels.
Yeah.
See what happens. We actually make these teams look as bad as they are. These could be 4 down inside 23 minutes.
I say, yeah.
I'd like to see the replay to see if you actually look like he still was on, but maybe Emerson waited too long on that pass.
Oh.
Emerson's played well, I have to
Honestly,
say.
Romero could pick up the ball from centre back and run through the team here. Jeez, Ben Davies getting past the halfway line. Watch him faint now in a minute.
I hope the pitch is okay for him.
Big up Dark Sun G, though. I'm absolutely loving it. I know you're vibing out, Dark Sun G, though. Big yourself up. We're doing so much under the God right now. And the God, the Conte God, he's going to bring the best out of Sonny. I promise you that, Dark Sun G. I don't need to tell you, though. I know you know he's going to get the best out of Sonny. Sonny is looking absolutely immaculate.
That's poor control. Come on. Good play by Skippy. What a pass. Sonny out wide to Reguilon. Shoot, Reguilon. No, the cross wasn't on.
Corner.
Good pass by Skippy. Yeah, you're right.
Shawnee boy, what do you think of Højbjerg and Skip so far, lad? Let me know, my man. I told you, I did say it, well, not told you, like it still remains to be seen, but when everyone is better, they do look better, you know. It's the same with everybody. Like, Kane looks better today. Son, honestly, I don't know what he's done. I don't know if Conte's promised him his daughter's hand in marriage or something, but Jesus.
There looks to be a belief in them. That's what is shining through. There's a belief in what they're doing.
Let me ask you a question, though, lads. Is it right that they can just switch it on and off like that?
No.
You know,
well, we've asked this question a lot, Dave, you know, especially at the North London Derby, we asked ourselves that. You know, they decided to switch off for that one. And, you know, they turned it on for a few games. And then once, you know, it seemed like maybe the fans have forgotten about it, you know, then they just turn it off all of a sudden again.
Yeah.
You know, it's a question we've asked ourselves under a lot of managers, you know, to be fair.
So I think one thing we can definitely take from tonight's game, Dermot, is that these players do turn it on and off whenever they want. Yeah. So this is tough where people say, oh, you can't expect them to play for the badge and this and that. No, we can. And they should be.
Yeah. You cross that white line, you play for the badge, you play for the fans, you play for the club. You don't play for yourself. They're the ones that pay your wages, not anyone else. The fans do. And you play for them. So you turn up every day. They're in a privileged position of earning good money. And they should be able to turn it on for an hour and a half every Saturday or Wednesday or wherever.
Could not agree more.
Well, Bill Nick will be smiling on them tonight anyway after this start.
Someone even said, you know, with Conte coming in, was it you, Dermot? Like Bill Nick is, you know, probably the first time ever, you know, even considering going back to a Spurs game.
I mean, you had Bill Nick and you had Keith Birkinshaw, the two most successful managers in Tottenham's history.
But they like feel proud of Spurs again, I guess, is what I'm saying, you know, now with the new regime.
Yeah, very proud to be a Spurs fan. And I went into the petrol station tonight and I was proud to say I'm a Spurs fan. And it was too. So there's two of us in Gory, so I'm really happy.
No, I love it. I love it. The mother's in. The mother's in the building. She says, happy birthday to you. Appreciate that, mother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look, maybe you can message Harry Kane for me too. Maybe get a goal from him today. That'd really top it off. But cheers, Ma. Absolutely wonderful mother to me, you know, for these 30 years. You know, I wouldn't be anywhere without you. And of course, the Outad as well. So thank you very much. Thank you for the happy birthday, Ma.
I bet you the Pope, the Conte's gone to see the Pope. Bless the team as well, with them, you know, the priest and everything.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen, you know.
I bet actually the Pope, you know, like a lot of people, you know, they kind of just follow around wherever, you know, Ronaldo goes. They follow around.
Go on, Davis. Harry.
That's gone in.
That's gone in. That went in.
That's in. What's going on? Come on.
Is a goal.
It's Harry, you know. Is it a penalty? No, it's a goal. It's a regular goal.
No, they're giving a goal.
Who scored?
Harry. I think Harry scored.
Maybe it was Harry. Yeah, it probably was Harry.
It might be an own goal.
Might be an own goal. Dark Sun G, if it was Reggie, I hope.
Oh, please be
Here we
happy.
go.
Emerson
We'll get
has
another
looked
one.
glorious, though.
Funny,
Emerson has looked
great pass
fantastic.
from
That's the
to
love the
Reguilon.
chat is saying.
Reguilon, who's that? Oh, it's
Oh,
no
first
goal.
time ball there. Ben
No
Davies
goal.
makes an absolute. Oh, yeah, it's an
I
own
mean,
goal.
he actually went to
It's an
shoot
own
there.
goal.
Ben. He actually went to shoot there.
No, he went to shoot there, Dave. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was pretty shocking when you think about it.
Oh, it's an own goal. He took it off Harry. Why you
Come on.
birthday pooper? Idiot.
Come off the goalkeeper.
What a birthday pooper. Not Kane, but that defender. Why does he got to do that to me? All I've requested is a Harry Kane
I mean,
goal.
no, Dave, you should be asking Ben Davies either he's got to finish that or he's got to square that, Dave. That's who you should be mad at, honestly, when you think about it. Ben Davies should be squaring that, or he should be, or he should be finishing that. I mean, look at that. That is a shocking hit from Ben Davies.
It is.
Oh,
Well over the line.
That's shocking. What is Ben Davies doing? Yeah, you're right, Jack. Square it or shoot it, and he does nothing.
He does neither. I mean, but that's Ben Davies, though, just doing neither.
I swear to fuck, if he's ruined my birthday and that's the only chance Kane is going to get, I'm not messing. The things he's such a wind-up, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't got a nosebleed going that far up the pitch.
I'm surprised he can see straight.
It's an own goal.
Yeah.
That hurts. Look, 3-0 to the good. Tottenham Hotspur are back. This is what happens when you have a leader of men in charge. Not something that you can buy in the garden centre for $19.99. You know, something you actually have an absolute leader of men, a god, a manager that people want
3-0 in 30 minutes.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's so different. It's so different to what we've been seeing. It's nice.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Tottenham in the Champions League. You know, I know it's Europa Conference League. Slag me all you want. But I just love European football. And, you know, we're absolutely blossoming right now. Tottenham are back.
Yeah.
3-0.
It's a European trophy at the end of it. People need to remember that there's a European trophy at the end of this.
You best believe in 30 years' time, if I'm still alive, lad, I'll be telling people about it, you know. Like the may say it's a Mickey Mouse competition, but like you have your UEFA Cup stories and European Cup Winners' Cup, you know, I'll be able to have my Europa Conference League.
We'll be the first team to win it too, so they can't take that away from us either.
No. Oh, come on.
Oh, Jesus. Go on, Sonny.
Everybody, make sure you are. Oh, what an effort.
What a save.
What an effort. Good save by Hugo. Jesus Christ, what a strike from about 40 yards.
Yeah.
Everybody, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you absolutely smash the living crap out of that subscribe button. The big push to 5K is on, guys, and we're so close. All before the year anniversary for the channel is up. It's up on the 21st. That'll be when we've done it a year. So, guys, if you could smash that subscribe button, let's get to 5K before it's on. Make the dream happen, guys. And look, feel free to get in a super chat or two. Oh, as we speak, it's gone 3-1. That's absolutely shocking defending. Jesus Christ, that is absolutely shocking. Who's at fault here?
Another set piece. Another set piece.
God. We are crap from corner kicks. We are absolutely crap. Hugo must be doing his nothing.
He doesn't look happy.
Could he have come for it? Let's see. Let's see what happens here. This is shocking. Oh my God, who's that that's gone down?
Dyer.
Oh my God.
Moon Boots. If it isn't Moon Boots.
My Lord.
He's just getting bullied and pushed there, and then at the same time, he doesn't even go up for it.
Oh my God, he's so crap.
He doesn't even leave. Jesus, Moon Boots.
You watch now. Ben Davies will get nervous. He'll make a ricket. Then he'll blame Moon Boots in the crowd. And
Mike, new Spurs fan from Virginia here. Love the content. Fun team to watch. It definitely is fun if you have good blood pressure, Mike. If you have good blood pressure, it's a good team to watch. But let me know in Virginia, Arlington. You know, my mom even went to school in Williamsburg, Virginia, Mike. So, you know, it's, you know, let me know, honestly. So Mike, big yourself up though. Really appreciate you enjoying the content. Really appreciate you with the super chat as well, Mike. But big yourself up, honestly. And also, welcome to the Spurs family. Welcome to the Harris Army. Welcome to the Flat Cap Army. So many families here, so many armies here to be a part of, and you're already in it. You're in the right place, my man.
No, big yourself up, man. We love all new people. You know, it's a good, friendly chat. I have to say, a lot of regulars in here that make it at home. You know, and we embrace everybody. So big yourself up and welcome to the family, my man.
Yep, and I would say if you mean it's a good team to watch, like I said, for the entertainment value, certainly a good team to watch. Sometimes good for the blood pressure. This team. We're certainly not spoiled. I would say, Spurs fans. We definitely don't get enough, and we don't get enough from our players, from the board, or anything. So if you're into that kind of thing, if you're into kind of the struggle, of it, the hardships, then you're in the right place, Mike. You're in the right place. But big yourself up, my man. Big yourself up. Joseph with a big super chat here saying, "Lads, we know these players can." Lads, we know these players can deliver when they want to. We cannot let these players getting another manager sacked. We have the right manager to ensure this doesn't happen. Happy birthday, David. Come on, you Spurs. David, what do you say to Joseph? I mean, he's just singing from the hymn sheet here, just saying, like, we know that, it's these players that are at the end of the day getting these managers sacked. We know that, they haven't really done them any justice, any of the managers or even the fans as well. And also, he wants to wish you a happy birthday, Joseph or David.
No, look, Joseph, I really appreciate it, my man. I really do appreciate it. Look, you are singing from the hymn sheet, my man. Honestly, if me and Jack had a choir book released, this would be the first hymn on it. Honestly, it really would be. We're sick of these players, turning it on and off when they can. It just pees me off. You hear people that are always in defense of some of these players. Oh, they're only human. I couldn't care less. The fact is, we all know they can turn it on and turn it off when they want. And it's just not acceptable. Look, Conte won't let it happen. For me, I think, I'll be honest with you, I think Levy, Enoch, I think they're all throwing their eggs in the Conte basket. So I think they're going to have no option but to go his direction with it. I believe you. Well, 100% I agree with you saying we have the right man, the right manager in charge as well, my man. I really do appreciate it. I just want to say to everybody out there as well, honestly, the amount of birthday wishes and the well wishes, and look, even the amount of people that are getting in contact lately saying how much they love the channel, how much they're enjoying the channel, and everything else. It's I have to say, it's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely overwhelming. It really is incredible. And I just really appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Honestly, I think I must have had well over 200-300 birthday messages today and stuff like that. It's absolutely incredible. So a massive thank you to everybody. You have no idea how much it actually means. So thank you.
Big up, Joseph. Really, thank you very much, Joseph. Thank you for the big one as well. And also, I couldn't agree more, Joseph. You absolutely mic dropped that. Honestly, like David said, singing from the hymn sheet, singing from the Bible verses there. So big yourself up if there were a Harris Army Bible. But a lot of people are basically saying, that Dyer practically will be, rung up, by Conte at halftime, as he should be. A lot of people are saying, I agree, David, with what you just said. What was it? Island Life saying, Jack, we need a new center back as soon as possible. Get Dyer the fuck out. I mean, this is why even when I watched that Stefan de Vrij video, Island Life, I was thinking at least I know he's just a classier version of Dyer. At least I know he basically does what Dyer does, but just better. I do want someone, though, that is a bit more industrious, maybe in the Premier League as well. But I certainly want, someone else apart from Dyer. This is my problem with Eric. He honestly is he just has some of the most embarrassing moments as a defender, I will say. Some of the most embarrassing moments. Okay, referee, certainly that's a foul there. Wait, he's giving that to Romero. That didn't even make any sense.
He's just booked him as well.
How is that? What did Romero do? And then after what just happened to Emerson?
The player just ran into him, basically.
What the? Dave, I mean, what else are you supposed to do if you're Romero here? What else are you supposed to do? What
he's already on two knees, Jack. He's already on two knees.
He's just sitting there, and he tried to go for a mag. He didn't get the mag, and then he's just standing his ground there. He didn't even lean into him at all. He just stands his ground. Referee.
I mean, Jack.
Oh my God!
It's like he's in church. He's already on his two knees. What more do you want him to do? He can't get out of the way. He's already on his two knees.
I've seen Romero get the most shocking yellow cards.
Some of these referees need to actually go and learn to play the game, because they don't have an understanding sometimes of the game, and they make these ludicrous decisions. I
generally don't get that though, Dave. It's like the Pablo Fornals though. It's like, the same thing. It's just like, how on earth is he the one getting a yellow card there? It really is. Like, Romero has had some of the most unlucky yellow cards I've seen this season.
Yeah,
I'm not being funny, Jack, but I'm starting to think there's a bit of a bias, when it comes to decisions against Tottenham. I don't want to be one of these people. I don't want to be like that other guy from AFTV, but I'm genuinely starting to believe it, because you look at some of the decisions and it's just absolutely catastrophic. Oh, no.
Oh, for Jesus.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is going on? That is shocking.
And that started with a bad pass from Emerson.
That's absolutely shocking.
I think it was Lucas. Yeah, I think it was Lucas. It was a bad pass from
may be right,
Lucas.
Jack.
Yeah, it was
What
from
is going
Lucas.
on?
That was a shocking pass from Lucas, but I need to see Lloris here, though. He looks like he could have been saving that. This is a shocking pass from Lucas. You're right.
And Dyer again, I think.
Oh, it goes through Dyer's legs.
Goes through Dyer's legs.
This is one of the slowest hit curlers I've ever seen. Oh my God, Lloris, are you actually serious? It's honestly like Lloris from FIFA, David. Look at this.
Preventable on 3 occasions. Honestly,
yeah.
There's no way he doesn't get there.
Conte would be stringing half of these up at halftime.
There's no way Lloris doesn't save that. And genuinely, Eric Dyer again, though. Like, seriously, he can't be making the block there. That is shocking.
We should not be conceding 2 goals from this side of the team. I'm sorry. We shouldn't. Right. This is fucking ridiculous.
How? How is it 3-2? How? How's it impossible? These are crap. They were dead and buried.
Through Dyer's legs. Hugo couldn't see it. Dan, and I see where you're coming from. I think it falls on Dyer first. I think it falls on Lucas's pass, and then it falls on Dyer. And then I still would say, though, Dan, and like, it's not like he hit that with really any venom of any kind. Like, you really do think about it, was not moving very quickly, that ball. And it wasn't necessarily like the best, finishing it up the side netting. It didn't really like finish and,
you know what?
That unstoppable of a spot. I really do think that actually Hugo still could have done a bit better there.
Just had a thought there, right? It doesn't matter what way you want to go with this team. It's like, if a manager wants to come in and play attacking football, your defense is crap, so you're just hoping to outscore teams.
Why is Moonboot?
But then if a manager comes in and he wants to try and shore things up, then it takes away from the attack. When can we just see them be one cohesive team?
Yeah.
I hope tonight he sees the players he needs to get rid of. I hope after that first half, he realises, takes them off at first half, takes Dyer off and puts Roden on, and then strings him up by the back of the stadium and say, you stay there for a week and you don't move until you improve.
That's like corporal punishment, Dermot.
I'm sick of it. I'm going to go in there. And if you do move, right, the Italian mafia will come down and then they'll do something to you they shouldn't be doing.
Oh my God. It's like, how is it 3-2, lads? How? Like, we've been dominating the game.
It's just shooting ourselves in the foot, David. And that's honestly an understatement when you think about it as well.
There's an old saying, Jack, years and years ago when I was growing up. When there was anything good happen to Tottenham, they always shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
They have a great season and they don't do nothing the following window to shoot themselves in the foot. Oh, Jesus. They're bullying us now.
William Kelly saying lots of killings after, methinks.
I think William Kelly's right.
Honestly, Conte's just going to have to bring out, probably, a bit of the torture equipment for some of these players. He really will. He's going to have to strap them into a chair and just, probably be playing, some sort of, I don't even know. I don't even want to go into the semantics of it, but seriously, I mean, Conte is going to have a lot of work, a lot of people on his kill list. We have a Deadwood list. Conte has a kill list. That's what I would say. William Kelly, but big yourself up. And also I would say, at the end of the day, like, maybe this is all a good thing. He's just going to be seeing which players, are just not dependable in his system, which players are just not worth it. And I think he's probably going to find that out tonight.
I mean, to be honest with you, right, looking at from what I can see here, right, if you're going to play the 3 at the back, you have to put someone with pace in there. So you're going to have to put Tanganga in there, right? And you're going to have to put Roden in there. Put Tanganga one side, Romero, Roden the other. You need the pace there. Because when teams do break on you, Ben Davies and Dyer are too slow. It's too easy to get by them. It's too easy to play a ball in behind them and beat them for pace. You're going to have to play Tanganga and Roden in there if this is the way he wants to pursue.
Yeah, I do agree.
I agree with you. I do agree with you. It's ridiculous. We should not. We should be 4 or 5 up. Or even 6
look at Eric Dyer, right? He's one of the biggest men on the pitch, and he got bullied. You got bullied from a corner kick. You look at the second goal that come in, it's a poor pass. That's where you need players with quick reactions who can get out and close it down, make the tackle. Everything just too slow back there with them. It's too slow.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Why does Ben Davies, I just want to know, just on a tactical perspective, Dermot or David, Ben Davies just seems to be playing a left-sided center back, but is also bombing higher than Region.
Yeah, I don't know whether he hasn't took the instructions on board, whether he's capable, or whether that is the instructions, but it's a weird one. It is a weird one, Jack. I agree with you. I don't really get the thinking behind it.
I don't. Here comes Harry.
Oh, my stream is
Harry.
frozen. Stream is frozen.
Emerson's got the ball.
Oh,
Jiggles. Oh,
we're back in business. Come on, get the ball into Harry.
Skippy. Go on, Skippy.
That's a great ball.
Yeah, beautiful Skippy.
Reguilón, nearly.
Oh.
Go on, Harry, get it.
That's a throw into Tottenham. That's a throw into Tottenham. I have to say, I do love how when the ball's on one side, the opposite wing back is instructed to kind of get into the back post. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if you overhit the cross, it means you always have someone coming in. You know what I mean?
How's that not our throwing? How's that not our throwing? No, you're exactly right, Dave. If I were to bring up an example of that, that would be Germany in the Euros. We saw that with Robin Gosens. He was actually, he was always being instructed to go into the box actually when they would have it out wide, and he was playing the opposite wing back, and he would always be their back post, which is what made every team's life very, very difficult actually, because then they had to deal with even more people going into the box. It makes it very difficult for the wing back of the opposite team to figure out who they should be marking, where they should be standing. You're actually right, Dave.
William Kelly with the super chat says, I honestly think this is the best thing that could happen instead of false dawns. Dermot, what do you think?
I agree. It shows Conte who to get out and who to keep, and who to go around halftime, slap them all around the heads. Just every one of them, give a good slap. And just say, right, you're not playing, get out. You're not playing, get out. Go on, you're in. Right, we're cancelling your contract. Yours.
Yeah, the right acts.
Very interesting to see if he makes substitutions at halftime.
Yeah.
Jack, what's your thoughts on William Kelly super chat?
I mean, I think that said this earlier, William Kelly. So clearly we're kind of in, maybe a similar mindset, where I do feel like at the end of the day, we're probably Conte is going to be finding out which players, he can trust, which players have the quality, because he's only had like a day and a half really to work with these players, if not even that, and so he really is just kind of tossing them out there to see which ones can sink and which ones can swim. And clearly he's already finding out, William Kelly, that there are some that are sinking like a dead weight, honestly, into the ocean. Really. So
halftime.
It's halftime here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is Tottenham 3, VITESSE Arnhem 2. And boy, do we have a game on our hands. But Jack, absolutely excellent point there, I have to say. Excellent point, Jacko. Who else have we got? We have Joseph with a super chat as well, Jack. He says 100% David, 5 subs, halftime, Dyer and 33 off, Tanganga and Roden on. Jack, would you make these substitutions at halftime to kind of maybe put a bit of a statement out there? But not even that. Maybe even just to see if having two pacier players either side of Romero looks better.
I think everybody would agree that, especially in a back three, you need someone that's a ball-playing center back who are playing that libero role, and then you need two kind of almost sweeper-like center backs that are capable of carrying the ball out, but also capable of being able to track back and be able to defend on their own when need be until the rest of the team can recover and take their shape. So with Roden and Tanganga, I mean, those guys especially, all they know is defending. When you think about it, they'll probably improve actually their kind of defending or their ball carrying skills and their ball playing ability over time. And so I would play actually two pacier center backs. I'd probably throw in Tanganga, David, right away. Actually, you might. Ben Davies is kind of confusing me with how much he's bombing forward. He's bombing higher than Region, and Højbjerg is kind of dropping in deeper to kind of maybe play a bit more of that kind of tempo setter midfielder kind of role. Yeah. I'm kind of confused about that though. I really am. But I would put in Tanganga, David, just for Dyer, because Dyer's playing the right side at center back. Romero's playing in the middle. I would put Tanganga in that right side at center back and see what he does. I mean, he can't do much worse than probably Dyer's done tonight. So I put in Tanganga, and then I think the rest of it is, Mr. 33. I'd love to see leave as well, but it's hard to say, Joseph. It is hard to say. I certainly though would put in Tanganga for Dyer right away, and I would make that statement, Dave.
No, 100%. I couldn't agree more with you, Jacko. And William Kelly says here, we honestly thought these same players were going to change. Look, Dermot, people say it's one game in. Are we already jumping to conclusions with the likes of Dyer and Davies, or should we just give them the benefit of doubt and see what happens?
They need to get rid of them.
William Kelly right here.
William Kelly is right.
Yeah,
he's dead on. He's 100% right. They've let us down time and time and time again. You can never teach an old dog new tricks. And it's the same with them. You cannot teach them a new way to play. They should be sold, get out of the club, bring players in that can do the job. 2 of them goals were Dyer's faults. 1 through the leg and the header. He's been bullied and he shouldn't be bullied. He's a central defender. He should do what he's paid to do, not just stand there like a wet weekend at a wedding.
No, I agree with you. And big up William Kelly, big up Joe. Really appreciate the support, guys. Everybody, there is 275 in the house right now. Make sure you are smashing that like button, guys. Make sure you are smashing that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And guys, feel free to get your super chats in. It just means you get to skip the queue and we'll get straight to it, guys. As they are usually great talking points as well. As always, everybody do get your comments in about your opinions on the half. We know not everybody is in be able to super chat. Christmas and everything else is right around the corner. So do not worry, guys. We will get everybody's comments up on screen, and you'll always see us give a thumbs up, a shake of the head, or a nod of the head. And we like to hear everybody's opinions as well. But Jack, what do you make of the first half? How good has Son been? What are the pros of the first half? What are the cons of the first half?
I think the pros of the first half are us going forward. And one of the pros as well, David, which I haven't seen under Nuno, is actually we really struggled with counterattacking under Nuno. I really felt like that was one of our biggest issues, is when we even had opportunities to counterattack, we just genuinely just didn't really do it effectively. We didn't, the only match when we saw it done effectively was probably Man City. And then ever since then, we just couldn't do it. And that's what I would appreciate actually about Nuno, is that when Vitesse do get too far forward, we are able to counter them with ease, with, very quick passing. We saw again that goal that Lucas scored and how easily we were able to play through them there. The more we see kind of versions of that kind of goal, I think the more that, we will be able to trust, this kind of system. That's a bit of a pro. A con, I would probably argue is it's the defense and the wing back scenario, Dave. And it seems like, when Lucas, drops a bit too deep and maybe, Emerson overlaps him, we do sometimes notice that, Lucas, he can maybe, do something a bit too kind of, I don't know, not well thought out, or just bit something too scary or something like that, which kind of led to that goal. And then we also don't have the center backs, to probably get stuck in when you really do need them to get stuck in, David, when you do need them to clean up maybe someone else's mess. I mean, that's not the case with Eric Dyer or Ben Davies. So that maybe is a bit of a con, is that as much as 3 in the back, can be a bit more assured and can be a bit better defensively, you also still kind of rely on those center backs, though, to probably clean up messes. And I would argue that maybe a bit of a con is some of these players cannot clean up that mess. The final thing I would probably argue, Dave, is Vitesse, they're probably, a bit better going forward than maybe we've given them credit. I do feel like they actually play a bit more progressive football than we give them credit for. And maybe that's what we're probably struggling with at the moment. But we can see that, with that progressive football, we can punish them. And that's probably, maybe a bit of a pro and a bit of a con at the end. So a pro there, a con, and maybe kind of an in-betweener.
No, absolutely fantastic answer, Jack. Absolutely brilliant answer. Dermot, what's your thoughts of the first half, man?
Started brightly. Started with a lot of intents we haven't seen for a long time, and then, as Jack said, the defense just let us down. There's no way to describe the likes of Dyer, can't defend. Emerson, I thought, had a really good first half. I really did. Holberg was brilliant, set up 2 of the goals. Son, Kane, a much improved player. So there's a lot of positives there. I think the only negatives is Dyer. Adjust the back. We need to sort that out. Bring on Roden or bring on Tantanga, and then shore up that back 3 or back 5, whatever. No,
do you know what? Look, for me, I think it was a brilliant start. We created, 2 chances inside 5 minutes. Could have been 2-0 up. I think an absolute brilliant start. And I'll be honest with you guys, I can actually see what Conte is trying to do. He's trying to play out from the back. He's trying to play through the midfield. And he's trying to play the right way. I have to say, I really do like it. It was good to see the energy. Players dropping short, looking for the pass, looking for the ball, turning, get forward thinking, trying to look forward. Absolutely brilliant, I have to say. I think Son's been absolutely electric out there. Absolutely electric. He's been unbelievable. I think Harry Kane, markedly improved. Very, very improved. A good assist for Lucas Moore's goal. And look, Harry, hopefully he gets the goal because it's my birthday. I'm 30 today, and all I've asked for is Harry Kane to score. I even tweeted him. I really want him to score today. So hopefully he gets that goal. I think Skip and Højbjerg, I think have been brilliant in midfield. In midfield, you can't forget Højbjerg's part to play in 2 of the goals, especially the Lucas goal. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I think Skip has done well. But the problem for me is when they do break and they do get me on their midfield, they're very, or we play a bad pass, we're very, very quickly countered on. They take the ball off us, and sometimes you're seeing a 4-on-3 situation, a 3-on-2 situation, and we break down very quickly. And for me, the reason why is because as soon as they break, they know they can go down Dyer's side or down the side of Davies. Put the ball in behind. Their player's going to get onto it because of their lack of pace. They know that they'll be able to cut inside them whenever they want. We've already seen that. They've cut inside Dyer. They've cut inside Davies. There is just not enough pace or tenacity there. If you're going to play the 3 at the back, you have to have aggressive and you have to have pace either side of Romero. You have to. It means you can get out there quicker. You can cover the ground quicker. They'll find it hard to chop back inside on them. So I think that's something that Conte will be looking to improve on. I have to say, I've enjoyed watching Tottenham. I've enjoyed watching us create chances, to be honest with you guys. Look, the defence, I think he will improve over time. I think, look, I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see one of Dyer or Davies maybe drop for the Everton game. But he'll improve the defence over time. Problem at Tottenham is going forward is creating chances. We've got 3 in 1 half. You know, that's as much as we got in 1 month under Nuno. So it's absolutely good going forward. I know it's only Vitesse, but it sets down a good precedent going forward. But defensively, we have to improve. And this is the problem. If you ask your players and your team to go forward, because we're weak at the back, you know, that gets exposed a lot quicker. And then, you know, if you do want to come in and protect that, then you're taking away from your forward players. So it's a very hard one right now. But we just have to trust Nuno. I'd be very interested to see if he makes subs at half-time. And if I think he does, I think he'd be very telling of what he thinks maybe of a performance or two. I wouldn't be surprised if half these players have gone in there and there's already 2 graves dug in the dressing room. I really wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Kind of put the shitters up them. But
might as well replace the name boards for headstones, Dave, for some of them in the dressing room. But Dave, maybe another pro, which has been brought up, you know, in the comments here by a lot of people saying Emerson has looked great, you know, Reggie's looked great. Has that been maybe a pros that the wingbacks are looking, you know, a lot better, or not better, just they're, you know, they're coming into the game. They're very crucial to how we, you know, create chances and whatnot. Maybe that's a bit of a pro when you think about it, you know, or kind of a silver lining is just that we have, you know, solid wingbacks.
No, I'll be honest with you. Look, I think Reguilon has looked very good. I think some of his passes, I think he does need to get a bit better passing. You know, when he is passing inside, a couple of times he lost it. But going forward, I think he's been brilliant. He's looked dangerous. You look at Emerson, the other side. You know, he's had a couple of stray passes. If your fullback is getting the ball and passing it back inside to create the overlap, they have to make sure to pass because they're already being instructed. As soon as you pass, go. So if that ball gets intercepted, straight away you can get back in behind. You're straight away at a Ben Davies. You're straight away at an Eric Dyer. So their passing has to be a bit better. But going forward, Jack, I think they've been absolutely brilliant, to be fair. I think I like the instruction that's been given. If Emerson's down one side and the ball's coming in, Reguilon, you get yourself to the back post. It gives them an extra option. But plus, if the cross is overhit, you have someone there. It's the same the other side. If Reguilon's getting forward, Emerson is the other side. And they've already had a couple of chances, you know. They already had a couple of chances there. Going forward, they look good. But it's the passing they need to work on. When they pass the inside, they have to make sure. Because if they don't, the pocket's picked and they're at Ben Davies and Dyer. And that's probably where their 2 goals, well, their second goal has come from. A poor pass, we gave it away, straight away they're in at our back three. You know, the first goal was Dyer's fault. He has to stand up and be better. But you're always going to run the risk if you're playing them too of this sort of thing happening.
Do you think another thing too that's been brought up quickly is that someone said also in the comments, Dave, that, you know, we can't really you need ball playing center backs, like I said earlier as well. You need players that can carry it out of the back, can be, you know, composed and calm on the ball, you know, if you're playing 3 center backs, because they need to be able to create chances themselves, you know, and dictate the play, the center backs. They're saying with Ben Davies and Eric Dyer, like, you don't really necessarily have that. You're kind of running a risk there when you're actually not really, it's Conte's fault or anything, but you know what I mean, Dave? It's just, you know, when you have those too, you know, in the back three, like they're not going to be able to create the chances or be able to dictate the tempo, you know, out of the back like you probably would expect.
No, and Jack, the biggest problem is, and look, I think other people have alluded to it because, Jack, we've been screaming at times. You look in the first couple of minutes, right? Even the first two minutes, you want to be quick on the ball, get the touch out, get a nice crisp pass, get it off, build yourself into the game, start off confident, start off as you mean to go on, you know. But how many times do we see Dyer? I seen him there today. He's just standing there, 2-3 touches in the box, passing it off sideways. It's not snappy, it's not ready, it's not alert. Ben Davies is always the same. He's always the same. He's not snappy, alert, ready to go. It's always slow, lethargic. Oh, well, I'll build myself into the game. No, you have to come out and start games the right way. You have to be ready to go. Look, we've all played the game. Everybody's played the game. Well, it doesn't matter what level you've played at. You know, you always want to make sure your first touch and your first pass is nice, quick, crisp, and clean because it gives you confidence. Straight away, you're like, yeah, I'm on it today. But when you're doing what a Davies and a Dyer is, it's so sluggish. The next movement, it may be a bit quicker, but not much quicker after that. And by then, you're already going to be caught out. It just shows to me you're not tuned in, even defensively. It just shows to me you're not tuned in because with the slow touch and the slow pass brings a slow turn, slow to get up in the air for a header, slow to get back, slow to recover. It's all a knock-on effect. I think that's the biggest problem. In terms of passing, that's why, because they're not brave, Jack. They're not brave. Sometimes you want your centre-back to look up, see, okay, Son's in behind, ping it. You know what I mean? You look up, you see, okay, you know, Lucas Moore, he's drifted into the middle, he's free. Ping it to his chest. We don't have that option. We don't. Dyer and Davies, they just want to balloon it long in a general direction. They cannot ping a pass if needs be. They can't pick a pass going forward. They can't break the lines with a pass. Romero, he gives you a different option. Yes, he can pass, but the guy will also run out with the ball. But you can't ask him to do that when you've them two idiots beside him because if he runs out and he loses that, they're breaking on them two and they're scoring. If they're not scoring, they're definitely getting a shot on goal. So until that's sorted out, until we probably do buy another centre-back with that specific ability, it's going to be a hard one to juggle. But we just have 2 super chats there. Heaven D. Ace says, happy birthday. Big yourself up, mama. Really appreciate the birthday wishes. Big yourself up. And Lightwork says, anyone saying Conte out should be given any slap.
Just stay away from Twitter. Just stay away from Twitter, Lightwork. I'm pretty sure he's probably just reading that on Twitter or something. Just stay away from it. Just stay away from it.
Can I just say the Spurs players have been out for about a good 5 minutes before VITESSE have come out. So one substitution for the opposition. They've made one change.
Luis Openda is coming in. I do really fear him. I do fear him.
Jack, why do you think he's bringing him on?
Because they think they can probably get something out of this game now, Vitesse. They're going to go for it here.
Do you think
I think they're probably expecting to not get anything out of this match, and they're sitting in a decent position. In the Europa Conference League, they might try their best. Against the Rennes game, they probably weren't thinking they could get anything out of this match, and I think he's trying to go for the throat here. Or try to pull something out of this.
Do you think he reckons he'd be able to? He fancies him with his pace getting in behind Dyer and Davies.
Correct. And also Openda he's good on the ball. Actually, he actually has he's able to skin his man as well from the looks of it, and he created a lot of chances for them last time when they were at home. I think he probably does fancy him to be able to get past the likes of Dyer or Davies very easily. Dave, you're right. Also, Romero's on a yellow card, which is the most crime of a yellow card I've ever seen as well. So that doesn't help.
I don't understand. Guys, what do you want to see from this team in the second half? We start with you, Dermot. We haven't let you in a while. We'll let you in, my man. What do you want to see?
I'm quite happy listening to you two. You two are gold, so I'm quite happy listening to you two.
Just talking shite, lad.
No, you're not. You're talking sense. Like the start of the first half, get at them, attack them like tigers, in packs like wolves. Wolves attack in packs. Attack them. Don't give them 5 minutes on the ball. As soon as they get the ball, get into them. Just frighten them off the ball. And intensity. Don't drop off. Keep going. And more solid at the back. Dyer, defend better. And
what a tackle by Scape. Oh my God. That's elite level tackling.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
So we can all sync up, guys. I'm on 46 minutes, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9. Dermot, what you on?
I'm on 46, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, Chaco.
I'm on 46, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Okay,
10. So it's fine. I'm just going to remain a few
I'm
seconds
gonna
behind you
refresh my
guys.
stream to see. I'm gonna refresh my stream to see if I can get a bit more behind.
I tell you one thing, I think Conte's given them a right
46.
rocket at halftime.
I'd say so. 46, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you're up
Dave.
with me,
It's just a
Dave.
few seconds. It's okay. I really am not too fussed by it.
No, we really do need to try and get this sorted out, Jacko. We need to come up with some sort of ingenious plan, because I know how annoying it can be. I really do. Tin Man 007 says, "Happy birthday, Dave, my man. Let's hope we improve defensively in the second and get the win for you." No, I appreciate that, Tin Man. Big yourself up, looking out for me, brother. Look, I want Harry Kane to score, my man. That'd be the ultimate birthday present. Oh no. Oh, very easy call out there. He could have been. But Tim, man, I really want Harry Kane to score. But look, I just want to win first and foremost. I have to say a lot of positives from the first half, but there's a few things that do need to be worked on. That's probably glaringly obvious, I would say, Tim, man. But I've no doubt that the win is in sight, my man. I really don't. I'm not scared whatsoever. But big up, Tim, man. Really appreciate the happy birthday, my man. Big yourself up.
If I was Conte, I would walk onto the pitch, get Davis, and drag him off by his hair. I mean, that's what I do. And then get my boot and kick him as far as I could up the ass, as far as away from Tottenham. Honest to God, what an idiot.
Some people are saying the midfield is the problem, Dave.
Yeah. I can see what they're saying. In terms of maybe a passer in there. I can understand that, but look, how many times have we seen mistakes from Davies and Dyer? Let's eliminate them first before we go at players who are genuinely putting a good, honest, hard-working shift.
And whoever said that Holberg can't pass, they need glasses. They need to go to Specsavers themselves.
What's your thoughts on that, Jack, with the midfield? Because I know you're a huge fan of Højbjerg and Skippy. What's your thoughts on the midfield? Do you think the midfield is the problem?
Well, I think you've always said this, Dave, and that's what I've always agreed with as well. Is like, as much as I rate Højbjerg and Skippy for their kind of versatile kind of ability, where they know how to get stuck in. I mean, there's no better players, in our squad that can get stuck in like they do, but we need someone that is a tempo setter, someone that can control games. Maybe a great example, and this is a world-class example, as we see with Toni Kroos from Real Madrid, David. You can see how he just controls games. He just makes the game his own. He makes, his own team just dominate the ball, dominate possession. We see that even with Franck Kessié to a degree can be a bit of a tempo setter. Bruno Guimaraes, of course, from Olympique Lyon is a huge tempo setter, dictates the game, controls the game, because if you're able to find players that can be able to swing the ball left and right, David, be able to switch play, with the snap of a finger, be able to find players where maybe, you wouldn't probably be able to find them. Those are the kind of players that can kind of turn a game on its head, and even just make your team even more confident, Dave, because they can be able to, control, and I'll say it again, control the tempo, control the game, control, maybe the chances created, where it's not just so erratic, at times. And if by what they mean by the problem being the midfield is that, then I totally agree. If they mean being like pass through or, the test getting through them, I mean, that would be a big issue, because those are two best defensive players at the moment. So, in the midfield. So that would be a major issue if that were the case.
No, I know.
So I think it must be the other way around. I think it has to do with probably dictating the tempo, dictating the play.
Yeah. Yeah, no, look, if it is that problem, look,
I would agree with that.
We've all been saying it a long time. We do need that sort of tempo setter, that player in midfield that can pick up the ball, like you're saying, Jack, left, right. We do lack that. But in terms of industriousness, hard to beat, players that are putting a good on a shift defensively and going forward, I don't think we can really complain.
Davis is giving me the right hump at the moment.
He's
made 2 or 3 passes that a 3-year-old could do better. Honest to God. Whoever told him he was a good footballer, I tell you, they must have bribed him.
Come on, Romero. There you go, cross and help him. About time. Jesus Christ. Always running back to your own goals. Romero's running after him. Jesus Christ, go and help him. Well,
That's
one
not a good
Romero.
thing you've done, Dyer. Lord
That's the
God.
thing, though. Right there, though, is a good reason, though, is like Romero's the one chasing there when that probably shouldn't be the case. It's not Emerson's fault that Emerson is the one pressing high there. It probably should be someone else pressing high for him. Lucas, maybe even Harry Kane when you think about it. And then, Emerson presses too far high there. And then Skippy also presses too far high. They get caught out. And then all that's left is Romero chasing after the very, very, very pacey Openda.
I think.
But again, Dyer's been shouted at. Help me. He's just standing there.
I think Conte has. I think he's already known the lack of pace down that side, because if you look at it, he's asked Romero now to come onto the right side of the tree.
Yeah, you're right.
Straight in over his head. He's the center. He's the center of the tree, and it's floating in over his head like he's looking up into space. When am I going up there? Jesus Christ.
Oh, my gosh. He's not even looking, though, Dave. He's not even looking behind him, or he's not even seeing the runs that are going. David, that guy ran right by him. He didn't even see that pass. He didn't even see that run.
I'll be honest, right? You see their striker, he's just putting himself on Dyer. If I was VITESSE, I'd be just putting the ball in there every day of the week, because they're going to get chances. They are going to get chances. Just put the ball in on top of Dyer and Davies every day of the week. Oh, my God.
He's just such a ball watcher. He is such a ball watcher.
Inside. It's too easy.
Good save. Absolutely brilliant save. But should never have come to that.
I don't believe they're getting nervous. They better not be rattled.
This is shocking.
Hugo Lloris looks like he's on the beaches of Normandy, for God's sake.
Hope they all kept back tonight for an extra hour after the match.
He wants the bollocks out of them.
I hope he does.
He won't, actually, because everything at the weekend. But I'll be honest with you, I'd make them sleep in the lodge. I'd say, you're not going home to your missus. Sleep in the lodge. You want to see your kids perform?
Oh, Jesus. Dyer couldn't hit a balloon up the arse. Or a donkey up the arse, I should say.
I was going to say a balloon up the arse. What are you into, Dermot?
I'll tell you later, David.
Come on, Conte. Scream at them.
You can see the togs turning in his head. Who do I shoot first?
Conte roulette.
Yeah.
This is where the game is crying for someone to just get on the ball and just slow it down for a minute or two, keep ball for a minute or two, get control of the game again. It's calling out for it.
Would you take off one of the Hallberg or Skip and put on Dombele?
But the problem is, you brought on Dombele against United. The guy was telling everyone to pass it away from him. He didn't show for the ball. Does he deserve minutes? You look at Lo Celso.
That's a hospital pass, Skippy.
Well, see, this is the problem. We don't have it. You look at Lo Celso, he could probably do it, but he just doesn't pass the ball properly. We've seen that against United. Ndombele, one good performance against Newcastle. I do think he will have to make a change. Maybe bring one of them on and give them an opportunity if he can get into their heads or something. But I think, honestly, that problem won't be solved until they go into the market and buy specifically someone like that.
Yes.
Look at all good international teams. They all have that player. Look at all good top teams around Europe. They all have that player that can do that.
We've had them players during the years at Tottenham. Every good team has had like a Hoddle or a Chazza. Do you know what I mean? Somebody to unlock a defence or change the pace of the game.
Yeah.
Go on, Moore. Go on, Kane. That's better.
Oh, wow. That was beautiful from Lucas. Sir, he's just getting absolutely... Oh, my God, ref. I mean, that is just horrible what he's doing to Harry Kane there.
Let's go, Emerson. On my free streams. I bet you Harry Kane scores. Referee, please blow your whistle sometime today. Did you leave it in the dressing room? You leave it in your dressing room? Oh, he's found it. About time.
Hang on, there's a €50 note falling out of his pocket. Hang on, he's just picked it up again. Or was that €100? I don't know.
I mean, that one's just a karate kick. Jesus Christ. If they'd done that in MMA, they'd be standing up applauding.
McGregor would be proud of that.
These referees really get on my billy goat sometimes.
And you think the ones in FIFA are bad?
Oh, honestly, I couldn't sleep last night for about an hour. Even though we got promotion, I was still lying in bed livid with the game. I felt like coming out a couple of times across my mind, just come out and snap the disc.
I'm sorry. Oh, David, you cracked me up.
You know, I got flashbacks of the Romero red card. I challenged miles outside the box, you know. Then I don't know how many they made. Oh, unlucky. I don't know how many they made inside the box last night.
Go on, regular. Oh, unlucky.
You know, it just kind of like, it just infuriates you, you know?
He had Romero on sides there. He could have played if you saw the pass. Romero was on sides.
He's desperate for his goal, isn't he, Jack?
He really is, actually. Romero, he's had a couple opportunities, you know, in the past 2 games, you know, to be able, past 2 matches, to be able to score for sure.
Holy Jesus.
This Openda guy creates something out of nothing every time.
Oh, that's shocking. I mean, the guy's not even paying attention. There must be someone flashing in the stands or something like that, because that's just shocking.
I have to give it to the away fans. They're still bouncing.
Yeah, they can bounce all they want. They're still losing.
Yeah. We need another 2 goals just to... That's the thing with us. 1 more goal won't do it. We need another 2.
I think 1 more to a degree might take a huge amount of momentum away from the, you know, because when they've realized they've conceded 4, you know, it just does, it reminds them that, like, we can't score, you know, when, you know, we've scored 4 goals, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the defense has been absolutely
Lucas.
leaky.
Oh, come on, Lucas. Give it back to Emerson. He's gone. Wakey, wakey.
Oh, beautiful Emerson.
I mean, we
That
have
was
come out
beautiful
the
from
second half
Emerson.
sluggish, to be fair. We have. You know, and this has been another problem. I don't know about you, Jack, but like, how many times have we sat here? You know, we've seen a good first half. You know, it's going to be a bad second half because we can't put 90 minutes together. Or you've seen a bad first half where we're completely out of the game, and then they come out trying in the second half. Why still here? Like, there's still questions. We're still not putting 90 minutes together. Red card! Come on! Who's gone? Who's gone? It's about time you realize where it was. That's shocking. Who's down? Romero's down. What did he do to my baby? What did he do to Romero? He's holding his chest. What did he do? He must have cried, kicked him. He could have a fractured rib or a broken rib. He's holding his ribs.
He is quite badly.
Hopefully he's play acting, but we'll wait and see. He's gone. Good. About time. Let's see what happened. Or did he give the red to Romero?
He gave the red to Romero, Dave.
Huh?
He gave the red to Romero.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
For what? That's not a red card.
Him down.
That's not a red card. How's that red?
Well, he's already been booked, hasn't he?
Oh my God, this could turn into a disaster.
He's pulled a muscle, I think, in his chest.
Are you serious?
As well.
This could literally turn into a disaster. William Kelly says, by all accounts, Kessie is a go in January, and we need him because I'm looking at our midfield. Wow, not too good. Jack, what would you say about Kessie, and what would you say to William?
I think Frank Kessie is kind of rated amongst every single, you know, fan of football just because he's kind of an all-action midfielder, William Kelly. That's what maybe we need in this team. We kind of have midfielders that, you know, are very good at certain parts, but also have huge deficiencies. I mean, even in the case of Højbjerg and Skippy, you know, probably in their case, you know, the pace and the ability to go forward is, you know, not really there as well. I would even argue, you know, too, that, you know, Lo Celso and Tanguy certainly had their liabilities, certainly had their deficiencies, where Frank Kessie, what he has is the ability to kind of do almost it all. And we don't really have a midfielder that can do that. It's probably why we've even gone after Papa Matasares, because he can do everything. And so that's probably why Frank Kessie is, you know, desperately needed by January. If the fee is what it is, then that would be fantastic. If it's under that £10 million mark, that'd be ridiculous, considering I believe his actual market value is around £49 million, I believe. So if we were able to get that deal done, that would be sensational. So Frank Kessie, I think the reason he's so highly rated, the reason why he would be such an instant success in this team is just because he's more of an all-action midfielder, which we certainly don't have. We certainly don't have an all-action midfielder. So Frank Kessie, that's why you get him, because he can do it all.
Romero has been sent off. And it looks like we've dropped back into a back 4, I think, with Højbjerg going into Romero's position.
Well, I mean, this will really show the test of the character of the team here, you know, when the backs are against the wall, to be honest with you, because, you know, we shouldn't be in this position where it's 3-2 right now, I'll be honest with you. You know, so it really will show a test of character right now.
I would actually say, though, like, genuinely, the first yellow card for Romero didn't make sense. That one also, to me, didn't really make a lot of sense either, because they were both all over each other, and it was actually Openda that threw him to the ground. So I really do think that he's made 2 challenges tonight, David, and they were both yellow cards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unless, the bias is probably clearly there, but I don't know, guys. Like, genuinely, I feel like he's made 2 challenges tonight, and somehow they were both yellows. That's the part I don't understand, actually. It's not like especially the first one. I still am confused how even that first yellow is even close to a yellow card. I just genuinely don't even understand what he even did on his first, his first yellow. I don't even know what he did wrong.
I just don't understand it.
Oh, Jesus.
They better perform. They better not let me down today. They better not.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Winks and Ali are warming up.
No, Dermot. Are they togged or are they warming up?
They're warming up with Sanchez. Him and them are on the touchline.
Yeah, Conte, they're probably trying to warm up to see if they can get minutes. Hopefully Conte just says no. He better not be bringing on Winks thinking that he's going to dictate this game passing. Please. I understand he has to give him a chance, but please.
Oh, Lord. We don't have to make it hard for ourselves. Dyer's down. Yeah, need his leg. The other player's got a yellow card for that, so at least that's something. Luis is now talking to the referee saying, look, do you want a few extra 50s to come over to our side? Or
I mean, if anything, that's he's kicking them when the ball is gone. He's kicking when the ball is gone. Doesn't want to give a yellow there, though, does he?
No. We can put you in the lodge for the night, 4-star treatment.
Dark Sun G saying that ref must be a fan of Vitesse, such a disgrace. I'll probably concede that, Romero's, second yellow probably was a yellow card, but you still have to recall back his first yellow card. Just blatantly wasn't a yellow card. He actually didn't do anything wrong. The player literally ran through him. He stood his ground. He was even on his knees. The player could easily avoided him. He tried to go for a meg as well, so he did try to play it through him, and Romero just stood his ground, got stuck in, and he ran through him, and somehow he got a yellow card for that. And that was also, again, one of his first challenges of the match. So genuinely, that card that just happened just now should have been maybe his first yellow. So blatantly, Dark Sun G, I agree.
Is it the worst tackle we've seen in the game? No, it's not. Reguilon got pulled down by his face in the first half. No yellow card given.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
No, go on. I was finished.
This is what you get for not investing in 20 years in the team. Seriously, this is what you get. A load of some players that can't even play football. That's what you get for not investing. And do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. We should be beating this team 5-6-7-0. If it was on the potch or whatever, this team would have been out of it by the first half.
I mean, we cut them open in the first half. We destroyed. Yeah. What is going on with my link? I swear to God.
It's absolutely. They got a corner now. Thanks to Skip. Skip and Holberg have been Skip's been my man of the match. To be honest with you.
Oh, now my Skip. Oh, now my stream is going haywire. What is going on?
It's a corner here to Vitesse here. Why is nobody marking him? For Christ's sake. Oh, Jesus.
I totally agree, though, Dark Sun G. Big yourself up, absolutely. I mean, I'm just hoping we hold on at this point. Again, it's become a problem. The midfield have been shocking. Cornadera, I couldn't agree more. I would like to say, actually, I don't think this has really been a great game from Skippy or Højbjerg personally, actually. Dermot, I don't think Skippy or Højbjerg have really been that great. I think Skippy, they both get stuck in when need to. But going forward, sometimes they have been shocking, especially I would say Skippy. Sometimes he plays the right pass at times, and other times he is a bit slow on it in terms of making a decision. Same with Højbjerg, though. There are times when There have been times, though, when Højbjerg had an easy ball right in front of him. Like, even think of that chance earlier, Region wasn't able to play it to him. So, I mean, they probably have, maybe now I'm starting to see it, maybe, you know, some of the big issues with the midfield. I kind of agree with a lot of people in the chat.
For me, look, I actually do think Højbjerg's had a good game. To be fair, he's had a hand and 2 goals. I actually do think he's been decent enough. He's been the better of the two. I think the main issue is just like the second half when you come out there, you just need someone to get a hold of the ball and dictate the ball. You know, dictate the tempo of the game. We just need someone to do that. And that's where our downfall kind of comes in that regard in midfield. In terms of 2 honest, hardworking lads, I don't think you get much harder, to be honest. But in terms of what was I going to say? Yeah, in terms of like dictating the game and tempo and stuff like that, it's clear to see, and especially now since we're down to 10 men. You know, especially now since we're down to 10 men.
Well, Conte's making the triple substitution, and your favourite player's coming on, David.
Look, if he can come on and get a hold of the ball, fair enough. You know what I mean?
Winks, Sanchez and Ndombele are coming on.
Yeah. And Ndombele, interesting.
Yeah. Takeoff probably skip a whole book, but
it could be the two of them coming off. Or maybe the attacking players, maybe.
See, why I said skip man of the match, I think he's been the best of a bad bunch. That was my only reason for saying that. Just wanted to explain my reason. I think he's been the best of a bad bunch, in my own opinion. But I think Højbjerg, I do agree with you. He's had 2 hands in the goal, so probably slightly better. But that was just my own opinion. But I think he's been the best of a bad bunch. But
yeah, it has been the best of a bad bunch.
Someone get out and close it down. Well done. That's what we're talking about. Vitesse looking for a corner. Hugo Lloris kept that in all day long.
They've just got a corner here. Where are you now, David?
I'm at 67 minutes, 40 seconds. I had to go to
right. I paused mine and let you catch up. I'm 68.25.
Jesus. Well behind. What are you on, Jacko?
I'm hitting 68.25.
Okay.
So I'll pause mine for you.
No,
Who do you think will be coming off then?
I think one of Kane, Lucas, and someone come off. I think one of maybe Davies or Dyer will come off, or maybe an Emerson will come off. I think you'll see him change system.
Jesus.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely think you'll see him change system.
I say so.
I think you might see maybe one of Emerson or Reguilon come off, to be honest.
Yeah.
And he'll put another defender in beside him. Or as, I don't know, it's hard to know what he'll do, to be honest. I do think you'll see one of Kane, Son, or Lucas come off, though. I definitely think you'll see that.
Do you think he'd go to a flat 4 at the back?
Flat 4. Yeah, it's an option. Yeah, it short things up. It give you an extra man back there. If we can...
Yeah. Where are you now, David, here?
Oh, I'm on 68.50.
Oh, okay.
55, 56, going on to 69 minutes now.
69, okay. I'm 70-10 or 70-11. So
okay.
I'll go back a bit.
No, you're all right. Go on. You're all right.
Oh, yeah. I'm 69.53 now.
Oh, you're a whole minute ahead. I'll see if I can get a different stream. I'll see if the original one is back working.
They're just, I don't know. They're not closing them down like they were.
No, they're not.
They're just.
I wonder if they're instructed to sit deep, though, to kind of clog up the gaps, because they do have an extra man now.
Yeah.
Vitesse have been playing on the front foot the whole match as well. Like, they have been playing very progressive. I mean, as much as it pains to me say that, but they do play like a very progressive kind of game. They play with 3 in the back, and they kind of play with 3, like I've been kind of saying, ball playing center backs.
Yeah.
That are able to control the game, and that's what we don't have.
In fairness, they have been calm on possession, to be fair. But they sniff a result here, you know, to be fair to them. They know a result here would be absolutely fantastic for them. Qualification is in their hands then.
Yeah. It's just,
I'm on 71 minutes and 18 seconds now.
Yeah, I'm just behind you. I'm 71 minutes, 15 seconds now.
71:15.
Okay.
Another corner.
So the substitutions are being made. The first one off is number 7. It's Sonny. And then Dembele is coming on for Son.
Yeah.
I'd say that's just kind of resting him, to be fair. I'd say that's all that is. Keep him fresh for Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Dembele on for him. So it is looking like a change of system.
Now, I hope you've had your McDonald's now and your Burger King and you need to run it off now.
Next one off is Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura is out. And who's in? Sanchez. So it looks like we're going with just one up top so far, and Harry Kane. Who is Winks coming on for? Sanchez, this is now the instructions. It is a change in tactics. I think it's Ollie Skip is coming off for Winks, is it?
I think so, yeah, by the looks of it.
We haven't made the Winks substitution. Oh, we're making it now. Yeah, it's Ollie Skip coming off and Harry Winks coming on.
And Venentes have made a switch as well.
Yeah.
Can't see who it was.
See how we match up now.
Is it kind of wrong, though, to be making this substitution during a corner? Usually you don't make substitutions like this during a corner, I will say. But
growing up, I was always, it was always like, they always said don't make substitutions at a corner kick, but I don't know. It seems to be more common nowadays, Jack.
Yeah, maybe it's just one of those kind of silly rules for like under-8s coaches and things like that.
That's good closing down there by Harry Winks. Never thought I'd say that.
Oh, good. That's actually quite good, but Winks went in there. As you say, never thought it would say that either.
Ref? Oh my God. He's giving them a throw in. How?
Why did Winks abandon, though,
I do not know.
I mean, he made that block, and then all of a sudden he retreated back into his own box. That's not really where he's supposed to be.
Oh, God.
They can't follow instructions.
We really are being penned in here now. It's just a matter of holding on. This is shocking. We shouldn't just be holding on, but look.
No. Maybe he needs to write it in crayon, simple letters for the players like Winks and that, so they understand what they're doing. Even draw little pictures for them.
Good defending, regular. Look, it's kind of expected with the red card, to be fair, but
yeah,
we kind of did make a rod for our own back because we couldn't get into it in the second half, And again, it's exactly what we keep seeing. One good half, one good performance. That's a massive issue that Conte is going to have to try and fix. And Jack, how do you think he'd fix that?
Sorry, Dave. How does he fix this red card situation?
No, not the red card situation. The fact that it's the same pattern that we're only seeing like a 45 minutes. We're not seeing a proper full 90 minutes. Like good first half. We came out in the second half. We couldn't get into the game. We haven't got a foothold in all half. How does Conte fix this, Jack?
To be honest, I think the goals we scored, as much as they were good goals and, well-created chances and huge chances, I thought they were kind of moments. They weren't actually, spurred out of, like actual, possession play or anything. They were kind of created out of certain moments. And I don't think we've ever really had a strong foothold in this game. I'll actually be honest. As much as, we've shown real moments of quality and real moments of creating, quality chances out of, moments, I don't think we've ever had a foothold in this game. So it's all about finding a player or a certain type of system where you can find a foothold in this game. I think the big problem is maybe playing actually Lucas, Sonny, and Kane. I think you needed some other midfielder in there, actually. I would have gone for, if you want to play Skippy and Højbjerg still in the midfield, you still have to then go Skippy, Højbjerg, and then someone like a Lo Celso or a Tanguy in there as well, because at least then, you can find someone that will probably slow it down, someone who will also then speed it up, someone who will turn his man, someone who is comfortable in the middle of the park. With Lucas, at least, like, there are times when Lucas just simply isn't able to actually, he can create chances out of nothing, but Lucas also doesn't really know how to be able to control the game and be able to, pick his moments of when, to dictate the tempo or, create something out of nothing. Lucas kind of just runs and drives and just runs at his defenders and causes havoc, which is a great attribute, something that I wish Stevie Bergfine had a bit more, but that's kind of the problem sometimes with playing Lucas in the middle for me, Dave, is, he doesn't really know as a number 10, which moments to pick, of just controlling the game and which ones not to control. So I think he probably could have, he probably instead, but he's only had a day with the squad. So I'm not like in any way wanting to criticize Conte. He's only had a day with the squad, but I would say probably could have gone with maybe Tanguy or Gio instead of Lucas. That's what I would say he could have done differently. Also, because then that would have meant literally someone else in the midfield, which maybe would have meant the midfield doesn't get bypassed so much, which has probably been everybody keeps saying, Skippy and Højbjerg have looked awful. They keep getting passed through and everything. The reason being is probably just because there is only really two bodies in the midfield there.
Yeah. No, I can see what you're saying. Look, I actually do think we had a foothold in the first half. I actually thought we played well. We were on the front foot. We were creating chances. Look, the two goals came from our own mistakes. The first one was Eric Dyer, got bullied from the corner kick. The second one, again, we kind of gave them the straight ball, but it's the second half. We just haven't been able to get a hold of the ball. Haven't been able to get, string a proper few passes together. We just haven't been able to do anything in the second half whatsoever. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of like, you take out Lucas, you could bring in an Ndombele and an Celso. Is it going to work? That sort of way. It's kind of like, are they going to perform when they're put in? Because that's what we see with these guys. You don't know whether they're going to perform, whether they're not. It's a tough one to know what Conte is going to do with this team. Dermot, what do you think he should do?
Well, I think he's have a good idea tonight. What he needs to do, he needs to take out the players. Dyer cannot defend. Full stop. So he needs to put people in there he can trust. He's learning tonight who he can trust, who he can't trust. And the likes of Dyer and all them, they've been diabolical. I know I keep going on about Dyer, but he's given me the hump. Him and Davis both giving me the hump. Honest to God. They want taken out and just leaving there with a little sign. Please take. We don't want any more.
Yeah. Just
never play them again. He's had a day and he's had this match. Hopefully he comes to the realization that they're crap. And they seem out of puff. They seem they can't do a full 90 minutes. They seem they can do 45 or 50, 60 minutes, and then the rest are out of ideas. They don't know what they're doing. So give him time. I think in time he'll have this team playing like a Ferrari. At the moment, we're like a Lada.
And would you say, guys, the only solution is the transfer market at this point?
Yeah.
Certainly for a lot of these issues that we're having, certainly. But if to fix this match, personally, I really would have actually still have gone for, I think Lucas had really good moments this match. I really would have just gone for a front two and then would have put someone else, in that midfield as well, like a Gio or a Tanguy. I really would have. As much as, we probably don't want to be hearing that. I think we would have probably fixed a lot of the problems that we're having right now if we did that.
We just can't string two passes together.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. If Romero got sent off in the first half, yes, about time, red card for Vitesse. Come on. Jesus Christ, that is absolutely assault on Harry Kane. I mean, Jack,
he's been sent off.
Wrestling. Genuinely, wait till you see this guy.
I just saw it. That's actually, I was doing exactly what Romero did.
Jack, okay, I went nowhere.
He's been sent off for that.
There's actually no reason for that. There's actually no reason for that as well. That was actually stupid defending.
Look at that.
Where is Harry Kane going to be going? Like, where's he actually going as well? Like, where is Harry Kane even going, actually?
Well, that evens it up a bit.
That's more of a red card that's more of a second yellow than Romero's, especially.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. My God.
Yeah, I want your shirt. Here. All right, I'll get after the game.
Come on. Evened up the game. Now let's take control of the game. Last 9 minutes, take control, get the 3 points, get the job done, and then get onto the training pitch with the Godfather.
I mean, what made me laugh, he was looking at the ref. Me? You're sending off me? Do you know what I mean? Ridiculous.
I hate when a player does that. It's like, no, I want you out of the stands there. It was Joe. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just hate it.
Oh, they showed a picture of Levy there for a while. He didn't look comfortable in his seat. He really didn't. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Well done. Let's go. Let's see what Harry Winks has in his locker. He's bombing forward. He's like a Ferrari. Passes off to Regulon.
Go on, Winks. Go on.
He bombs forward just a sideways pass. It's not like that pass was wide in front of him the whole fucking time. He had to dribble it. He had to dribble it, what, 20 yards just to put a 6-yard pass? And then to retreat back to his little home.
To be fair, I think if Conte wanted to know what was wrong with us, I think this has been a game to give him to open up his eyes completely. What's wrong with us and how to fix it. I think this has been a proper example.
For sure, 100%. Couldn't agree more there, Dermot. William Kelly says it doesn't matter who manages this team. All the Tottenham fans knew we would need to sell the deadwood and buy class players. Simple. Couldn't agree more, William. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
You know, look.
Yeah, first step is the manager. Second step is the players. I mean, first step is getting the owner out, but you know, second step is the manager. Third step is the players. Yeah, I completely agree. Actually, William Kelly, completely agree. You know, as much as Antonio Conte, I think Antonio Conte will be able to turn a lot of these players into much better versions of themselves, like kind of Pochettino did. I really do believe that. But at the same time, William Kelly, it's not to say that they don't come with their ridiculous faults.
Look, he has only arrived. You know, he has only had one training session. But in terms of, like, you know, especially defensively, it's kind of like, you know, you've been given an opportunity to play in front of, you know, one of the world's best managers. You know, he's the one that they're going to back now to take Tottenham forward. Be better in yourself. You know, give it more. It's kind of like, look, I do believe, you know, personally, I do believe he will transform this. He will get it sorted. He's not a stupid guy. I think he probably will I think he probably already pinpointed the problem, to be honest with you. That's a handball outside the area. Red card to their goalkeeper. Come on. Turn on its head. Let's go.
What a buffoon. Again, that's so unnecessary. Like, these are actually idiots. Actually, no, but same with their first red. That was a ridiculous move by their center back to get a red. And that's honestly stupid as well from their goalkeeper. That is stupid. Where's Emerson going? Like, where is he going again? Like, genuinely, like, oh, wow. That is shocking.
I don't think the goalkeeper can quite believe it himself.
Just when I thought Dyer's head was empty and full of air. I mean, look at this goalkeeper.
Oh, come on. Cheerio. Cheery. Na, 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 na.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Credit to Emerson there. Credit to Emerson, actually, for taking on the shot, actually. And then,
forcing the mistake. But big up William Kelly. Look, I do agree with you. Look, we all know we are going to have to dip into the market. You're absolutely.
I love how he motioned out his chest, but he's a goalkeeper and he's used his hands to protect himself. What a wuss.
See Paratici back there. He was the first one up. I've just seen that. That was really funny.
He's back on the bench. Come on. Paratici's back on the bench.
Really appreciate the support. Dark Sun G says, 10 on 10. We should be able to beat them now. Lad, it's 10 on 9 now to Tottenham. Should definitely be able to go and get a goal. Let's go and kill this game. Let's go and kill it. The substitute goalkeeper warming up. He thinks he's Neuer for some reason. But, they're getting warmed up. You know, about 4 or 5 minutes, 6 minutes left in this game, maybe with a bit of added time. Let's see if we can go and put them to the sword.
Their backup goalkeeper looks like their goalkeeper's twin.
Do you think Louis been down there at halftime with a few vouchers for the Spurs lodge to the referee?
Is that the exact same keeper they just subbed off? Or is that the exact same? That looks like the exact same guy.
Dark Song G says Vitesse is doomed now. Their goalkeeper can't play the next game. Yeah, that's another fair point, actually, my man. That is a fair point. Look,
That's where Dark Sun G's better than me, Dave. That's where he's better than me. He thinks so much ahead of me, Dave. He thinks 3 steps ahead, 4 steps ahead, Dark Sun G.
No, he definitely does. He definitely does, 100%.
Another goal coming now.
Where's my system crashed? I'll be back in 1 sec. My system has crashed.
Lo Celso's coming on for Holberg. Holberg's coming off. Lo Celso coming on.
Interesting. Interesting.
And Holberg's already G'ing up Lo Celso even before he gets off the pitch. You can see him with his hands. Come on, come on. We can do this. We can do this.
Interesting, I will say, though.
Corner kick. Well, it's not going to be boring with Conte. I'll give you that.
Some people are saying finally someone bottling instead of us.
Yeah. I agree with that. I don't care how we get this win. A win is a win. 3
What a
points.
match from Ojam. Come on, you Spurs, Catman Jazz. Oh, I mean, Dyer just lets every ball go by him. Jesus Christ, that's a ball going swinging into your... Oh my God, it's swinging into your own box. It's on the bounce. There's got to be someone on your shoulder, Dyer, and you just let that go through. I mean, every single time, he must think there are 30 players behind him to cover up for him, and he's the last man back. That's terrifying when he does that. He does that all the time, actually. I'm starting to notice this, where actually it's a ball that's over his head, or it's a ball going right towards him, and he just lets it go by him, lets it go by him. It's actually shocking at times. It really is. It's like, does he not realize that he is a defender? He's one of the last ones back. He has to be the one getting stuck in there. Jesus Christ.
One of his many failings. Honest to God. Useless. Absolutely useless. You could put a dummy in there and he'd do
better.
They've
been wrestling Harry Kane around the pitch all night long. I mean, Jesus Christ. Again.
But it's nice to see Harry Kane back with a bit of enthusiasm and back with a bit of... Do you know what I mean? Back to the old Kane.
No, it is. He will let me down if he doesn't score, though. But no, it is good to see him back.
Thank you for noticing that as well, Daniel. I will say, seems like Dutch keepers, they all seem to look like each other, I guess, for some reason. Seriously, I thought that was the same guy coming back onto the pitch. It genuinely did.
I think the fourth official got confused as well, Jack. At one point, he pulled him back just to make sure he was.
Weren't you the guy that just sent off?
Yeah. No, it's
Reggie.
my twin brother.
Genuinely, though, that Eric Dyer moment, fuck me off.
Oh, my God. Idiots.
He needs to be just left on the
Spurs fans running over to the Vitesse fans, is it?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Idiots. Absolute feckin' idiots. It was only one of them.
Who is the other guy chasing after him? Someone else?
Yeah,
that's works for the club. Yeah.
Suppose it wasn't Paratici. Good off my pitch. or Conte with the stun gun. Here, come here. Don't go anywhere. That's what's going to happen when Dyer
walking in with a Barada.
He's
going to be there. Conte's going to be behind
or Beretta.
Yeah, dress room door with a stun gun to Dyer. Here, Dyer, I wonder where would you?
Hey, Harry, play him. He's calling for it.
Go on, let's go.
Greedy. There's 2 players outside you. Oh, my God.
There's no way he cuts inside like that, Dave. The dude doesn't know what to do with the ball at times. I swear.
This is why we play Skipping Højbjerg. This is why people question why we play Skipping Højbjerg.
This is why I rate Tongi more than Gio. I hate to say it.
That's 5 minutes of extra time.
That's why I rate Tongi more than Gio, though, Dave. They play the same fucking position, and I hate to say that. You wouldn't see Tongi making that decision. Like, Jesus Christ. Get on your bike. Play...
Shocking way to say so. I mean, there's 2 players queuing up outside him. All he has to do is pass it.
Why is he cutting in on his right foot?
Oh, no.
He doesn't even know how to use his right foot as well. So, why? Jesus.
Jesus
Why is
Christ,
he
we
always
have
the one that
to-
plays further ahead of Tongi as well? Like, I also don't even get that. Like, he's so much more
God.
useless up there. I hate to say it.
Is it me, or was that the first time Numbelly's touched the ball?
No, he's touched it once or twice before, but yeah, I completely agree. This is what I
Emerson,
mean.
get it in the box. Let me get a goal for Harry.
Emerson's doing laps on
Go
this
on, do
pitch.
it for David's birthday. Go on.
Come on, Gio. Why are you going backwards?
Why are you going to the right? It's so odd. Just cut inside. He's showing you under left. For some reason, they don't even think he's left-footed, David, and he's still going down his right-hand
Jesus,
side.
Wink. Honest to God.
Gio, you're useless.
Go on, Emerson.
A referee, another assault charge.
Emerson is a
please.
monster. Emerson is a monster. That was a brilliant touch.
I do love the South American players when they go down. They do make a meal of it, but I do love them for that. I think it's brilliant.
I mean, I'd love to have it on my team. Yeah, I really genuinely do. I also, my thing with Emerson is...
I'm furious.
Steve Hitchin and Paratici
He's
both
had
on the
a good
bench
game,
is just
Emerson, to be
hilarious.
fair.
Steve Hitchin and Paratici, it's like Dumb and Smarter.
Why is Steve Hitchin there?
Oh, end on belly. Play Harry. Play Harry.
Oh,
Go
that
on.
was beautiful.
Go on,
touch.
let's do that, play Harry. Oh, how's he not scored?
He just finished! Oh my
Why is he smiling?
You stupid plonker.
How do you
Serious
not finish?
defense.
It's on your left
He
peg!
hits it off his head. He hits it straight at him. He hits it straight at him.
He's shit!
Are you a
He literally hits it straight at him.
He's shit!
Ray Charles could have done bloody better than that.
Oh my god.
Holy
He's
Jesus.
horrible. What are you going for the corner kick for? Why do you even think you can hit a corner? You can't even get it over the first man. You can't even put a ball in the back of the net. Genuinely. Oh my god.
There's the second player that needs tasing. That's two of them.
I'm sorry, but there's your answer. There's why Skip and Hoiberg play, because this guy's just an idiot.
He better 2-foot somebody just to keep us.
All he had to do.
Why is he walking as well?
I mean, all he has to do is roll it. All he has to do is roll it along the ground into the bottom corner. That's all he has to do. It's simple. What does he do? Put height on it and
Sanchez
blew
is
it
a
off the keeper's
monster.
head.
Beautiful Sanchez, you monster.
Oh my god.
no.
That's
Moon
shocking.
boots. He literally. Oh my god, moon boots. You
Sanchez,
saw
get your
him
feet
right
on
next to
it.
you the whole time. Moon boots. He was standing right next to you the whole time. It's like David. He actually just turns off, like your own computer, Dave. He actually just turns off. He actually goes into sleep mode.
Oh my god. They just don't like to make it.
And why does he let every ball go through? Just clear your lines at times, Star. Just clear your fucking lines. Like, why do you just let every ball go by you?
Referee, I mean, are you going to keep allowing this assault to occur on Harry? I mean, Jesus Christ. Do we need to now have bodyguards? Is that what you want us to pay for now?
It's like WWE on him.
Let's go, Regan. Oh, saucy boy. Someone just ping Harry over the top. Come on, he's making
Please
it.
don't give it to Wink.
Classy, Reggie, but made a mistake by playing that to Ben Davies. Well done, Gio. Or well done, Tongi. Good game management by Tongi there.
That'll do. Oh, well done, Harry. Jesus. Play Kane. If you're going to do anything for me, play Kane. He's running at them. Oh, Jesus Christ. No,
Oh, don't give it to him.
Dude,
Oh, Jesus.
showing to Kane.
God, he's selfish as well.
Oh,
Like
God,
he's
yeah.
actually selfish
Where
as well,
is
Gio. He's actually Harry Winks doesn't know where he is.
Now they're going to break.
Yeah.
Oh, Sanchez, please sort out your feet. I've seen this 3 times since you. Come on. Conte can't be that scary. Come on!
Yes.
Game over. 3 points. Come on. Now we're on course again out of the group. Let's have it.
Need to check
Conte's
my blood
first game
pressure after that.
has ended with a win. Tottenham 3, VITESSE Arnhem 2. Look, you know, they scared us. You know, they scared us. Poor second half. Romero got sent off. But then after that, then they just completely fell apart. They got a player sent off. They got the goalkeeper sent off. Dermot, what do you make into today's game, my man?
That I need to check my blood pressure after that. That was up and down. That, I mean, You had two sides of Tottenham. Brilliant in the first two sides. First half, brilliant. Second half, Lord Jesus, they don't have put us through it. But it's like bipolar. Somebody said earlier, bipolar Tottenham. That's what they are. But 3 points, second in the group. Just need now a point now in the final game, which we should win anyway. And on to the next, more away.
Do we not still have Rennes to play?
Yeah, we think so as well. Yeah. So we've got 2 games left. More away, I think, is our next game, and then Rennes. Or it might be the other way around.
No, 100%. Look, it gives us puts us in pole position now. To get out of the group, just beat Rennes, just beat Moore, we qualify top. Absolutely brilliant. Look, there's a few positives to take away, especially from the first half. But second half, we need to come out. We need to be better. We need to get on the ball. We need to ease into the game first 10, 15 minutes. We didn't. We let them have the ball. We kind of sat off them. It's kind of what we've been used to seeing. One good half of football. But look, the job is done. We got a man sent off. We held our nerve, and we still got out of there with the 3 points. And the most important thing was kicking off the Conte era with a win. Dark Sung G with the super chat. Big up, Dark Sung G. Really appreciate the support, brother. Our next game is Mora, right? If it is Romero red card, shouldn't be an issue. On the other hand, Vitesse are doomed. Captain and no goalkeeper, a red card. Yeah, look, we also go a point ahead of them now as well in the group, Dark Sung G. So it's good for us. We're now in pole position to get out ahead of them. And like you said, their captain, and their number 1 goalkeeper is suspended for the next game. So they are in a bit of trouble now. In terms for us, puts us in pole position. We'll beat Mora. That'll be a good win. It could come down to the sort of Rennes game. So we'll wait and see how it pans out. Dark Sung G. But look, Jack, what do you make of today's game? Can you see what Conte is trying to do with this team? Do you think his system? Did you like it today?
I admire the 3 in the back, and I actually admire him, just throwing the team into it when you think about it. Just probably threw them into it, just see how they would do, and in that system as well. He's just seeing which players in that sort of setup can sink and which ones can swim. And I think we saw a lot of ones that sunk. We saw a few that could swim. My issue was genuinely is that I kind of started to agree with some of the, some of the people, some of the fans in the chat, kind of arguing that maybe playing Skippy and Højbjerg together in a midfield 3 or midfield 2 of a back 3 is not maybe the best solution when we are trying to actually dictate the tempo, when we are trying to control the game, especially against Vitesse at home. We want to be able to control the game. We want to be able to, give the fans what they came there for. And there were periods of the game, certainly, when we weren't able to do that. And it's kind of was a bit on Skippy and Højbjerg to a degree, because I don't think they were really showing their best out there. But at the same time, he's only had a day to work with the team, David. And even during that day, most of the time, he's just taking pictures and being shown, Daniel Levy's office, where Daniel Levy shits and whatnot and stuff like that. So genuinely, I don't really think he's had a lot, to probably be able to do. So I think he just set them up in the system that he enjoys, the system that he prefers, and just saw how maybe they would go about it. He went for actually 3-4-3. It seemed for the most part. And I think that's what actually we saw at Chelsea, which was kind of a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-4-3. Is Lucas really capable of basically playing that Eden Hazard role? I'd like to think not. Where Eden Hazard, he actually would control games a bit more than Lucas does, and he doesn't, dribble down blind alleys as much as Lucas does. So I'd like to think that maybe he can make a switch to more of a 3-4-1-2 or so kind of a 3-5-2, Dave.
Let me ask you, right? So, look, we're talking about Højbjerg and Skip and that, and you're thinking, look, we all know we kind of do need that kind of tempo setter, that tempo player in there. But when you look at them in terms of what the Celso's produced, and then the consistency he produces, do you think a Højbjerg and one of them should be a Højbjerg or a Skip should be dropped to give one of these guys a game?
No.
Or do you think the simple solution is taking off Lucas Moura, putting someone else in the midfield, maybe put Skip as to hold the midfield, use Dembele and Højbjerg to kind of go forward? Because Højbjerg,
that's what I think I was trying to say.
You think that's the solution, Jack?
I think that's what I was trying to say, and you said it actually better. You said it better than I did, actually, Dave. That's what I'm trying to go with, the 3-4-1-2 or the 3-5-2, where it is you just kind of leave, Son and Kane to work with each other up top, which I think they're fully capable of doing. They don't need, another player up there, if you ask me. And you would have someone like Tanguy and that can maybe support, the connection between the midfield and the attack. It just felt like the midfield and the attack were just very disjointed. Weren't able to, really get in the same page, get in the same connection. There are very few players that were able to play them through the lines. Also, even able to play, the likes of Emerson or Reguilon out wide. It was only towards the end of the match where we really saw them in tons of space. And that was just because they had 9 players on the pitch, Vitesse. So that was probably why. And I would actually argue, David, exactly what you just said. We need to switch to something where we actually have maybe more of someone that plays a bit of that box to box kind of number 10 role. Maybe a Metsala's, maybe as we know it under Conte's system. And that would probably be Tanguy and Dembele. And then we could wait till January to be able to get someone like a Franck Kessié to maybe come into the team and maybe kind of fill in for Højbjerg and Skip. But yeah, at the moment, especially for Everton come Sunday, I would definitely go for Højbjerg, Skip still in that midfield, but Højbjerg bombs forward like he did today in the beginning of the match. And then you still have Tanguy there to connect the midfield and the attack a bit more. And I would take Lucas out. As good as he was at times, I would take him out because he also did hurt us. And also the ball playing center backs. We have no center backs that can be able to carry the ball at the back, play a good pass, be able to, play the ball on the floor, to someone in space. And so that's the other problem as well. So we just need more bodies in the midfield then.
No, very, very, very good point, I have to say, Jack. I do agree with you there. Do you know what? Look, as much as Lucas Moura works hard, and look, don't get me wrong, I love a hard-working player. I think we all do. I think the problem is sometimes when you just want him to take the ball in and just lay it back, he's always trying to, turn, even when it's not on. And sometimes he's running up blind alleys and that. So I do exactly see where you're coming from, Jack. I have to say, I really do. But then you are taking a hard-working player out of the team. You're taking a hard-working player out of the team. You're bringing in Tanguy, and look, we don't know what Tanguy is going to turn up, and that is the biggest problem for me.
That's a risk.
That's the counter to that is
yeah.
If Tanguy's not on his day, you're going to get completely overrun in midfield, and then it's like, oh, he should have started Lucas. So look, I just think it's literally just fill in that position. Whoever's on form, put them in that week and just get yourself limp over the line to the January window. And you have to bring someone in. I do think that, but absolutely good point, Jack.
Would you just put then Lucas though in the middle? I mean, you could then just by fixing that, if you want Lucas just to be hardworking, we can just put him in the middle. You don't play him out wide. You actually just put him in the middle, and then we can let Emerson and Reguilon be the wide players instead of Sonny, Lucas, and Emerson and Reggie. You just put either Lucas, Gio, or Tanguy in that middle of that 3-4-1-2 then.
Do you know what my problem is putting him in the middle, Jack? It's just like I was explaining with the touch. He's always looking to touch and turn and go, rather than sometimes you just literally, all you need him to do is take that touch, lay it off, and go. Look, you're not going to get consistency. You can put Winks in there, the Celso, you can put Ndombele. You're just not going to get consistency. So it's a big issue. Yeah. I think Conte will have to he will have to try and solve the problem. Give me 1 minute, Dermot. I will get to you, my brother. Dark Zone G says, my man of the match is Real. He will be a huge player for Conte. Look, Real, I actually think he had a decent game today. Look, couple of sloppy passes, but, he had a good game. He had a good game. A couple of times, probably could have put the ball in the box earlier as well, if I'm being overcritical. Look, I know a lot of people rip on Emerson. Me personally, I don't really understand why. To be honest with you, I think he's a good option out there going forward, and he fits the mold of what Conte wants to play. So, yeah, I think he could play a huge part. Thanks, Sanji. Big yourself up, brother. He says Winks is now Mr. Spinning Top. He got lost at home. Look, you know what? Winks done a couple of good things. He done a nice turn there, 1 or 2 turns. But at the same time, there was one point Jack pointed out. He went out, made a block. The ball went out for a throw-in. He runs into his own box.
Thank you.
And it's kind of like
Harry Kane even was motioning at him.
And then there was another time there. All he has to do is pass outside to Royal, let Royal cross it. He shoots. He cannons it off the guy standing right in front of him. So there wasn't even space to have a shot. And then there was another one. He went for a header, completely missed it, and he nearly ended up in the stand. Just kind of like this is the problem between these three players. We just can't get consistency. They do good things and then they just do crap things, and it's so frustrating.
He might
But
even
yeah,
be nearsighted, Dave. I
that's
think he could be farsighted or nearsighted, whatever the term is, because there was also that moment when, we saw him driving forward only to just dribble it right towards the player that just been waiting for the pass the whole time, which was Region. He waited till he was within 6 feet of him, Dave, and then he probably saw him all of a sudden. I think honestly, Winks might need contacts or something like that, genuinely, Dave, because he seems like he couldn't even see Region. He probably was a blurry image in front of him, which is probably why he sideways passes it so much. It just says, he can't actually see in front of him, genuinely. So it might as well just give him some contact lenses.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Kuva99 says, I know there's some fan favorites among them, but to be honest with you, I'd happily see our entire midfield shipped out. There are far better players out there. Do you know what, Kuva? That is a fair point. That is a fair point. Look, I'll give my quick answer to it, and then I'll get Jack's as well. Look, for me, you keep skipping, you keep Højbjerg, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually you'll be able to rotate between them. That would be ideal, okay? Right now, because of our shortcomings in midfield, that's why we have to play with the two of them. I think they're honest, good, hard-working players. They turn over a lot of ball, and look, they can do stuff going forward. But in terms of controlling the game, we need to go and find a player like that. We have to. It's absolutely killing us not having it. And look, you have two options there. You can go and find someone like an Ndombele, or not like a Moussa Dembele, who can pick up the ball from one end of the pitch to the other and just keep it himself. But unfortunately, that's a rarity. That's a one-in-a-kind player. You do not find them on trees. You don't find them coming through academies. You don't really find them really too much. So you're not gonna be able to get that. So your next option is getting someone who can get on the ball, like we've had before, a Michael Carrick, a Luka Modric. They get on the ball, they can take it off the defender, they can be that link between defense and midfield, or they can be that link between defense and going forward. They can ping it left, they can ping it right. They're confident on the ball. They want to take it in the tight spaces. They can turn. They're confident. They're short, and they really take care of their passing. So that's what we have to go and identify, and we have to bring that into the midfield, because coming out in the second half, it was calling for it. Just someone to get on the ball, slow it down, play it left, play it right, receive it, comfortable on the ball, ease into that second half, take the pressure off and go and play. But we couldn't do it because we don't have that player. So the ideal solution will be keep skipping Højbjerg, rotate between them, but then go out and find a player to solve the problem. So, but Jack, what's your thoughts on it, my man?
I think the entire midfield kind of does need to be shipped out apart from, Højbjerg and Skippy. I think you just keep Højbjerg and Skippy just because we know they're the only defensive players that we have at the moment, the players that can get stuck in. Gio, I think, needs to go. I thought Gio's, it's just shocking again, just genuinely shocking. There are moments when, David, 2 or 3 players that were inside the box just waiting for that layoff from him. He decides to do pretty much what no person in the entire pitch would probably do. Sorry, I'm going to get back to that super chat. Sorry. And then as well, Tanguy, as much as I give him a million excuses, as much as, we want to give him, as much, maybe not everybody else does, but as much as I try to, kind of maintain some sort of hope for him and optimism, I genuinely see every argument against him. And so that's why, if he were to go, I wouldn't be too, I wouldn't be too butthurt about it, David, because I do kind of see where everybody's coming from. And then you probably move on to Harry Winks, of course, that obviously you would never, want to give any sort of hope to. So kind of think about it, Dave. I mean, the whole midfield, and Dele Alli, of course, then as well. The whole midfield does practically need to be shipped out apart from Skippy and Højbjerg, because at the end of the day, you look at all those players that we just mentioned. Skippy and Højbjerg are still the shining lights. As much as maybe people want to rip on them, as much as people want to say they had a bad game and maybe they should be shipped out, they're still the best ones out there. So like we always say, David, and one of our hymn sheets is, it's that you can't attack sometimes the best players on the team, even if they are, maybe not meeting the standard that we'd like them to meet. Still, you have to go down a pecking order, Dave, of which ones need to go first. And I would say Skippy and Højbjerg are not at the top of that list, if you ask me. Tanguy would be the one I would probably still give more chances to, because we genuinely saw today when Tanguy does find himself in the positions that Gio found himself in, he makes the right decision, because he gave that pass into Gio, and Gio decided to, whack it off the keeper's nog. So you think about it, Dave, I'd still give more of a chance to Tanguy than the rest of them. But yeah, I think Gio needs to go. Dele needs to go. Winks needs to go, which is pretty much an entire midfield that needs to be shipped out.
No, big up Kuva 99. Hope you enjoyed mine and Jack's analysis on that, my man. David Raybald says, welcome to Tottenham, Antonio. I couldn't agree more. Honestly, I can't wait to hear his press conference. I actually can't wait to hear what he makes of it, to be honest with you. I think it'll be a very, very interesting. But will he give away too much? I'm not sure because he's only in the job, but he might. It'd be interesting. But big up, David. Tin Man 007, just before we get to that, guys, everyone, there is 478 in the house. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Big push for 5K is on. And guys, get your super chats in. The chat is absolutely hopping. It just means we get straight to your super chat. Usually they're absolutely great talking points, and we'll give it a good discussion. Look, I know not everybody's in a position to do it. Bear with me. I will keep getting everybody's comments up, as much as I can. I do like to include everybody as much as we can, guys. Tin Man 007 says, Dyer Davies out. Skip and Højbjerg look like lost boys in midfield. Kane was walking most of the game. Play like this on Sunday, everything will win easy. Dermot, what would you say, Tin Man 007?
I agree with Dyer and Davis out. I think you can't leave Skip and Højbjerg. They didn't look like lost boys. They were trying their best. But again, it was a bad performance tonight. But they were best out of a bad bunch. Kane looked like the old Harry Kane. He was running. He was enthusiastic. He was trying to get the ball. I mean, he was abused tonight terribly. I mean, he really was abused tonight terribly. If we play like this on Sunday, Everton win. No, I don't think Everton will win on Sunday. I think Everton are in a bad patch themselves. And I think Conte will play a totally different squad team on Sunday than we played tonight. And I think we will beat Everton. But I think it'll be a totally different team. But give the man a chance. He's only been in there one day. But Dyer and Davis, please, just ship them out. Put them in Lost and Sell, whatever. I don't care. Put them on Facebook. Put them on Facebook, buy and sell. Just sell them for a penny each. Just get them out of my club.
No, 100%. I couldn't agree more. But big up Tin Man 007. Really appreciate it.
What do you make of the comment, though, of Kane? Do you feel like... I think he was being almost practically abused out there at moments, I will say. But he also, maybe... Sometimes you do kind of think about it, Dave, like, the pressing isn't there. So this is why we maybe should go to that front two that I guess I'm talking about. So Tin Man 007, I think that's not a bad observation. I do think, that we did find moments of him kind of walking around. At the same time, though, he did have good link up play when needed. It's just, I don't know how much the ref needs to be watching when he's watching a guy practically getting, thrown about, out there being bullied, and everything like that, practically having his arms ripped off, so genuinely, I would say both ways. I think it cut both ways on Harry Kane's performance. Cuts both ways.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to defend Harry Kane today. His hold-up play was unbelievable. They abused him every chance.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hold-up play was very good. He look at the pass he played through for Lucas Moura for the goal. But he got the assist today. If Ben Davies would have squared it, he probably would have scored today. But he put the pressure on for the own goal because he was in the right position. So there's 2 goals he's already had a helping hand in. So look, I actually don't think he had a bad game today. I thought his hold-up play was brilliant. I'm not being funny, but when people are absolutely wrestling him to the ground, pulling them down,
that's what I'm trying to say.
What do you want him to do? He's taking in the ball. He was linking up with players. I actually don't think he had a bad game. Look, in terms of the second half, maybe if that's what the gripe is, I can understand. But you're looking at the second half. You're down to 10 men. You're going to sit in. You're going to sit in the shape. Nobody was really pressing. No. Yeah. You can't really put the pressure on Harry Kane when everyone was sitting in a shape. Yeah. Is that tactical? Did Conte tell them to do that? Maybe he did. But there's no point in getting on to Kane for not pressing when no one was pressing when we went down to 10 men.
I agree.
You sit into a block. You sit into a shape. You wait for a mistake. You try and take the ball back. Try and keep possession and try and get an attack going and play your way back into the game that way.
To be fair, I think that's one of Kane's best. That's one of Kane's best performances tonight.
Yeah, and look, don't get me wrong. I think he still needs to improve. I still think he can do better. Don't get me wrong, but look, I actually think he had a decent enough game today, to be honest.
I think he's just touching on the defensive work rate, which I guess I was touching on as well. It's sometimes you kind of see the pressing isn't there, but then I made up for it, and I agree with you, Dave, by saying he still had the world-class hold-up play and was also getting manhandled, by, probably 3 or 4 men at once, which took a lot of other players out of the game, which I think he did fantastic in that regard. Genuinely did. I thought he did fantastic hold-up play. And I think all he mentioned was it's just, a bit of maybe sometimes moments when you probably want him to press a bit harder. But that's when I think you just put someone like Sonny alongside him, and then he will press a bit harder.
I get what you're saying, right? But think about in the second half. How many teams have we seen, and how many times have we seen people do exposure on teams that press sporadically? that where one random person presses, they're played by. Then someone else gets caught out. It's a knock-on effect. In the second half, you have to sit into your shape. There's a certain shape you're going to sit in. Harry Kane is going to sit here. Son will sit here. Lucas will sit here. And so on. It works its way back. But you're not going to see Son press. You're not going to see Lucas press. You're not going to see Harry Kane press. You have to keep that shape. You know, and it worked because we end up frustrating them and end up getting 2 players sent off. So, look, that's just my thing on it. I do think, look, you know, you will start to see a better. I really do. But at the end of the day, you have a helping hand in 2 of the goals today. The own goal and Lucas Moura's goal. He was getting abused left, right, centre.
Quality.
I don't know how many free kicks he won. He's link-up playing that. Look, I think he had a good game. I can get people to press in the second half, but you have to understand that you can't just go and press like that because you'll get played through. You'll get pickpocketed. You know, you'll be ripped through. You have to keep a shape, especially when we went down to 10 men.
It's also just us being too critical of him at the same time. We're expecting him to do everything. We're expecting him to hold up play, expecting him to create, expecting him to score, expecting him to press. I mean, how many more things can you expect from a guy? Might as well, you know, maybe serve me a 5-course meal at the end of the day, honestly, with that as well. So I agree with you entirely, Dave. I think that's what it's just to play devil's advocate in that super chat.
No, 100%. It sparks good conversation, that's for sure. Zoe DF with the super sticker. Give me 1 minute. I'll
it's
just
a piece of cake, Dave. It's a big old piece of cake for you, brother.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you so much. Don't worry, I have it's an M&M's chocolate birthday cake sitting there, so I can't wait to devour into that. And of course, I have the old trusty Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream, so I'll have a scoop or 2 of that with that too.
Nigel Gates also just quickly celebrating 7 months. He's saying nightmares for Conte tonight, 3-0 after 30 minutes.
Big up, Nigel, my man. 100%. Look, he will have nightmares tonight. Look, I think he's a smart guy. Honestly, I think he'll have a solution in time for Everton. I really do. I think he might be able to solve 1 or 2 problems. So we'll wait and see. But look, tonight was all about getting the job done, giving him a look, and really seeing where he can really kind of fix things and stamp his authority on the team. Dark Sung G says, Conte, please use Rodon, Sanchez, and Tanganga for Moura.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, Sanchez tonight, his feet were all over the place. I don't know how many times I've seen him fluff the line, panic. I wasn't really inspired by Sanchez tonight. Look, Tanganga, I'd probably give a game. I'd definitely give. Well, I suppose at the end of the day, Dark Song G is only Moura, to be fair. So yeah, I would actually roll out that back 3. Actually, my man, it is only Moura. To be honest,
I think Sanchez has more hope than Dyer at this rate, though. Genuinely, because my thing with Sanchez is, Dave, is even if he gets his feet tangled up, at least he clears his lines. There are so many moments when you see Eric Dyer just let a ball go right over his head. He thinks someone else is there to clear it up for him when it's practically almost hitting him in the face. As well, you know, we saw the goals that he did concede. You know, he was at fault for both goals when you really do think about it. You know, could have easily laid a block on that second goal. Obviously, that first goal was his fault. Would Sanchez have created both of those goals? Maybe so, but I'd like to think, you know, maybe could have done a bit better on one of them. So I think if you had to pick between the lesser of 2 evils, you know, I would probably say you go for Sanchez at the moment.
Yeah. True.
Benedict Campus with another cake, though, for you, Dave. Another piece of cake, Dave. I mean, honestly, you're going to be a full man tonight. You're going to be a full man. Too much cake. You might have to take a day off, Dave, even so much cake.
No, I tell you, I'm going to be bloated tomorrow. That's for sure. So I will. I really appreciate that, Benedict, my man. I really do appreciate that. Absolute brilliant. Appreciate everybody. You've been far too kind to me today. You've been far too kind on my birthday. Really do appreciate it. But look, you know, Dermot, should we just be happy that we won? Finally won a game. Should we just be happy and just, you know, it's a start of a Conte era. It's 3 points. It's a good win. Should we just be happy tonight?
I think we need to take the positives out of it. There's a lot of negatives, but we've had a lot of negatives for the last few weeks. Just let's take the positives. We've got 3 points. We're second in the group. It's still in our own hands. And with Conte now, with Conte at the head of it, things can now only get better. Yes, there is problems there, but he will sort them out. Him, Paratici, will sort them out, and we'll be back. Spurs are back, and Spurs are on the way up.
Let's get it.
No, absolutely love it. And you know what? I do usher that message. Look, yeah, there's things that need to be improved, but look, let's not hammer on it today. Look, well, do what you want, but my opinion is let's not hammer on them. Look, at the end of the day, we've had so much negativity. Let's just enjoy the win today, you know, and roll around for the Sheffield or for the Everton game at the weekend. Oh, that guy's been banned. Absolutely brilliant. He's been annoying me in the comments. But look, Jack, who do you think is your standout performer today, man?
The Emerson shout is not a bad shout because, Dave, there weren't, what did we say? It was kind of the best of a bad bunch when you kind of think about it. There weren't a lot of players that did themselves a lot of justice. Then again, though, did Reguilón do too much wrong? Maybe the wingbacks, could have been if you were to pick between the wingbacks, maybe Reguilón was better. It's hard to say. I would say the wingbacks, were the man of the match. I would say that. Sonny was fantastic in the first half. Kind of disappeared to a degree after that. It's tough, Dave. It's actually genuinely tough. I would go for the wingbacks. I would go Reggie and Romero, or Reggie and Royale, whichever ones, though. Whichever ones, you're man of the match. I would go for that. I think the wingbacks were the best. Excuse me.
Interesting. Dermot, do you concur? Do you think, one of the wingbacks is one of the man of the match, or is there someone else out there you're impressed with?
Impressed with Kane. I thought Kane had a good game. He was tightly marked, so he couldn't do much, but his link-up play was brilliant. Yeah, I'll go for Emerson more than... I thought Reggie had a great game, but I'll go for Emerson. I thought Emerson was fantastic tonight. And now we're seeing the potential of that. I was a bit iffy of him at the beginning. I'm thinking, oh no, not another dodgy player. But he's come into his own, and he's shown why he's been brought to the club.
Hugo, I actually agree. Hugo, actually, man of the match when I think about it. Hugo did make some fantastic saves. He actually did make some fantastic saves. The second goal was a bit questionable for me, but, some fantastic saves tonight, I actually say, from Hugo. So I'm going to go with Hugo. I'm going to change my mind, Dave. It is Hugo.
I'm allowed this one, Jack. I allowed this one, Stada. Look, do you know what? I think it's between Emerson, Reguilón, and Hugo Lloris. And then I'll narrow it down. I think, look, Emerson was better than Reguilón today. So that narrows it down to 2. This Jeff guy, he's such an absolute clown. He keeps coming back in, spamming. Look, guys, before we get on it and ban him, just give him a bit of abuse, make it harder for him to come back. But look, I think Lloris today, to be fair, I think he's made a few good saves today. I do think he played well in goals. Could have easily went the other way if he didn't have a good game. So for me, look, I would go Hugo Lloris man of the match. Again, it's not really saying much because maybe, the outfield players could do more. But look, Hugo Lloris man of the match. I think he had a good game in goals. Nigel Gates says, Sanchez came straight back after almost getting his eye out. Dyer was a statue for the first goal. Lloris, man of the match. Jack, what would you say to Nigel Gates?
This is where I'm kind of coming from, Nigel Gates. If I just had to pick, if I had to put my life on the line, in terms of, which players would get me a clean sheet, I think sooner it would be Sanchez than it would be Dyer. I just thought Dyer, just moments when, if people say he's just an absolute fridge, there are moments he just seriously doesn't, understand, that he's the last man back. He doesn't even understand he's a center back at times. Genuinely, you see the ball just flaring right above his face, and he literally watches it go by as if someone else is going to be there to take it when there's obviously a striker on his shoulder. My other little rant about Dyer is that there were moments also when the player is direct, in front of his eye line, making a run in behind, and he's just watching the ball go over his head for that player. So genuinely, I'd like to think, even though Sanchez would get his whole feet mixed up and end up eating grass at the end of it, at least he knows that player is, making a run. At least, he also wins aerial duels. Let's not get this wrong. Sanchez wins a lot of aerial duels. So I'm going to go for Sanchez. I think he's much better than the statue Eric Dyer. And Lloris, I'm starting to believe, is the man of the match. But that's also a bad sign. If your goalkeeper sometimes is the man of the match, it's a bad sign.
No, 100%. And look, for me, do you know what? I just want to see Tanganga given a go.
There we go.
I get Sanchez is better than Dyer, but I don't know
it's not saying much. It's not saying much.
I don't know how many times I've seen him miskick the ball today. Again, he's another player. He can come in and have a great game, and then he can come in and just give you a heart attack. Look, we need to buy another one in the window. I think we need to buy another one.
You could say the same thing about Dyer. That's the hilarious thing.
Just quickly want to give a shout out to Rory Woods, my man. Be in contact. I will jump on, my man. I will jump on. Big yourself up. Coover99 says, Reggie would have looked a hell of a lot better if some of the passes were into his path instead of 5 yards behind him. Emerson got to run onto passes.
Yeah.
Dermot, would you agree with Coover99?
I would absolutely agree 100%. Absolutely. I felt that Reggie was so unlucky with some of the passes to him, but that was Dyer, wasn't it? So what do you expect? And breaking news: he's been tasered in the changing rooms. By the way, Dyer. he's now on the floor just flopping like a dolphin. So Conte's got his first victim.
Stun gun by Conte, 100%.
Yeah.
Jack, what would you say to Kuva? Do you agree with that? That's actually a good observation, to be fair, by Kuva.
It is.
No, there were actually plenty of moments actually when, he actually was underplayed. I could think of a moment when, actually in the case of Højbjerg underplayed him multiple times. The ball was behind him. There are also moments as well when, we were trying to ping it to Region. He had to wait for the ball when he could have played a bit more in front of him. Maybe that's just because we had Ben Davies also passing to him as well. Ben Davies, we all know, doesn't know how to play a pass, directly to someone's feet at the right time. Ben Davies at certain moments was making runs beyond Region, which I really still don't understand. It's like he must have thought he was like trying to play. I don't know, David. It's like, is he
running down the left wing?
But David, is he like trying to play center back and left back at the same time? Like, I actually don't I don't really think Conte was instructing that, because I've never seen that in Conte's system. So like, I actually think it was like Ben Davies trying to make like too much of an impression or something like that, Dave. He was trying to play like a Ruud Gullit like kind of role or something like that, where he could play like center back, center mid, striker, all at the same time. So genuinely, I think that was another reason why Region probably looked poor at certain moments. I actually agree with Kuva. I think that's actually a good observation. I don't really like it when we seem to. I don't think Region really had a horrible game at all. So I would say, by no means would I say, the guy is. Had a bad game at all. I don't think he had a bad game at all. I don't think it was spectacular, but I don't think he had a bad game. So I would say Emerson probably was the better of the two, but that's probably just because Emerson had better, balls fed into him. So yeah, I really think that's a good observation, Kuva. Actually,
Can I just say something, David? That Davis was running, he was waving at Conte. Hi, I'm here. Look at me. I can do.
I'm not kidding. I think he thought he was Ruud Gullit. I actually think he thought he was like Ruud Gullit or something. Like genuinely, like I don't know.
They must have had the wager in the dressing room. Right, who can run quicker, Reggie or David? Let's see now. We'll have a bet here.
I genuinely don't think the guy got a grasp of tactics. I'll be honest with you. But big up Kuva 99. Great talking point, my man. Dark Song G says it's really rare to see a goalkeeper use his hands out of the box. So I enjoyed that red card moment. I laughed so hard. Real was smart to make that red card. Jack, what would you say?
Dark Sun G, you and I are in the same mindset. People are kind of, we were laughing. I think whoever made the comment, like, well, these guys bottle it more than us, comment. But genuinely, I do really find that actually quite clever by Emerson, because he could have tried to touch it around him, which I think is what the goalkeeper was expecting. But I think what he just did is, he tried to dink the keeper, and then he ended up kind of just hitting it off the keeper, and the keeper as well, like, which is kind of hilarious. Dark Sun G, the keeper, who's, kind of used to shots being fired right at him, especially, not wincing and kind of like, kind of being afraid of it. He actually was afraid of the shot that was hit right at him, and he put his hands up to protect himself outside of his own 18, which is just honestly comical, if you ask me. So yeah, I actually found that quite hilarious as well. Dark Sundry, one of the best red cards I've probably seen in some time, genuinely. So yeah, brilliant. I mean, brilliant. I would say actually it does show them maybe, as we always get a bit carried away, David, the defending was atrocious, but moments like that could have been easily a goal. You think about Sonny's, hit off the post, could have been a goal. You think about Gio practically blowing chances left, right, and center. Those could have been goals as well. So, we could have probably still won this like 5 or 6-2, think about it at the end of the day. Man. So hilarious red card, Dark Sunji, hilarious. I actually got a good cackle out of it as well. Honestly, just the fact that he winced as a keeper at the ball being shot at him. I mean, that's his job, is, to him to stand firm, and he actually winced at a shot.
No, but big up, Dark Sung G, my man. Really appreciate the support, brother. And I do want to talk about going forward actually in a minute, because that was it was definitely an improvement in the first half for sure. But Dark Sung G says, I wonder what Alex thinks of Mr. 33's laughable shot. Dermot, what would you say, Dark Sung G?
I think Alex is now hiding or hibernating. He's probably looked at that and think, what a wonderful shot that was. He's probably got up on his wall or his screensaver thinking, Davis is my player. Alex, if you're watching, please, for love of God, go to Specsavers and get a better pair of glasses. Because if you think, right, Davis, Winks, and all them players are better, then there's something seriously wrong with your eyesight, mate.
He might have thought it was a pass, actually, Dermot, to play, devil's advocate for Alex here. Chris is even saying he probably will say it was a cross. I mean, what would you say to that?
Right, okay.
He's just
Uh,
silent.
I'm not being rude to you, Jack. Please,
We can't get, we can't get that lucid. Yeah, we can't get that crazy at the end of the day.
But look, moving forward, Jack, going forward was a huge problem for us. You know, we were really stagnant. We couldn't create chances, probably getting 1 or 2 a game. You know, remarked improvement in the first half. We cut them open at will. We were slicing through them. Look, the finishing will come. We will start finishing them chances, you know, eventually. But how good was it to see us actually on the front foot, playing forward, creating chances?
It's just beautiful to see 3 goals go in the back of the net, Dave. Honestly, like when was again, you know, maybe because of, you know, certain, you know, vices or whatever, you know, I'm starting to forget, you know, the last time we scored 3 goals. Genuinely am. You know, I'm finding it very hard to remember the last time we scored 3 goals. So it's just brilliant to actually see us be able to score that many. Brilliant for us to see us have that many shots on target. Brilliant for us to see us create that many chances. I mean, maybe I am getting a bit spoiled here by already kind of being, you know, kind of a bit critical of, you know, what's happened today, but I'm actually delighted, Dave. And I think the reason why we're seeing it is just because with Conte, we're actually see the counterattacking already taking display. And that's because at least under Nuno, we would sit really deep, but we wouldn't be able to counterattack from it. Or we would just build out really slowly out of the back. Or even when we dominated possession as well under Nuno, it just really was such conservative, you know, kind of a, how do you say, just very pragmatic sort of kind of build up play and passing, playing very, very safe, not taking any sort of risks, where I would say in, you know, Conte's kind of style, it very much is kind of taking risks in the way that they try to build out from the back, the way they try to, you know, create chances and whatnot. That's probably, you know, been a huge relief actually to see it. And so we would actually create beautiful chances out of nothing, beautiful flick-ons, you know, beautiful players running in behind, you know, 1-2s, Harry Kane hold up play. We finally are seeing again, David, finally being able to see the Harry Kane hold up play that we've all been waiting for. I don't know. I think we're just going to see more and more and more of this. And, you know, he's only been at the helm for 1 day, David, and probably the whole time he's given, you know, that whole day of training, he's being given the, you know, the Daniel Levy Stadium tour and whatnot. And so I don't even know how much Conte has really affected this side. I think it's just the fact that he has probably told them, listen, you know, we do rely a bit more on the counterattack, and we do need to take our moments when they try to press us, when they try to get into our own half. We need to find ourselves in positions where we can hurt them on the counter. And I think we've seen that multiple times, you know, actually tonight, which has been honestly a relief, David.
No, it definitely has. It definitely has. And look, Dermot, you know, yourself, my man, how much of a relief was it to see us going forward, cutting them open at will? And where was that for the first 8-9 weeks of the season?
The players didn't want Nuno. That was as simple as plain as the spot at the end of your nose. Nuno was they just weren't playing for him. Now they've got, it was a relief. It was like Christmas Day, New Year's Day, your birthday, your baptism, your confirmation, Holy Communion, everything rolled into one. It was like being a virgin again. That's what it was like tonight, watching Tottenham play like that. I mean, long may it continue. I mean, I was beginning to forget how good Tottenham was.
Yeah.
But Conte's now committed. He's only been in there 1 day. Look what he's done within 24 hours. Think what he's going to do with the season. We'll be winning the league next year. Everyone will fear us because we're back. Tottenham Hotspur are back.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Ganesh is reminding me that it was Newcastle. Yeah, honestly, Ganesh, that's quite sad considering how much we talk about this. I'm forgetting, you know, the Newcastle one, but there you are. That was the last time we scored 3. But maybe I'm reminding Philip Brady's, you know, I guess what I really meant was when the last time we had 3 shots on target, I guess, is, you know, when I'm really thinking about it. But big yourself up, Ganesh. Actually, thank you for reminding me.
No, big up, Ganesh. Big up, Ganesh. But look, guys, make sure everyone is smashing that like button. Make sure you are smashing that subscribe button, guys. And feel free to get in a super chat too. Get your questions in for us. Get your talking points in. Get whatever it is you want in, guys. Because we will be staying on for about another 10 minutes. And then we'll be signing off for the evening. I'm going to have some of my birthday cake. We're going to chill out for the evening. So we will be. But look, Jack, do you think we would have lost this game under Nuno?
We wouldn't have created nearly as much. So, yes, actually. Genuinely, yes, actually, when I think about it. Because I don't think we would have created nearly as much. That was the biggest problem, David. And it's just a sad truth is we just genuinely relied on, like, really, you know, few chances. Nuno would have times where in our squad, we'd have good clear-cut chances, but we just genuinely didn't have as many chances. Again, I'll speak to the fact that even when Gio came on, David, look how many chances that guy had in front of him that he probably could have done something better with. So would we have even seen that under Nuno? Probably not. You know, it was just dead under Nuno. Like every sort of build-up play was just dead. There was just no sort of attacking pattern, no sort of movement, no sort of energy to, you know, work off of one another, to, you know, make a run for, you know, somebody. That's also the biggest thing, is just even under Nuno, there's nobody willing to make a run for anybody and, you know, be able to help each other out in terms of, you know, making runs through the channels, through the lanes and whatnot. And it's just, I don't know, Dave, like, I guess if Vitesse were to score 2 goals at the end of the night, if that was a given, then yeah, I would say we would have lost this match, because I don't see us scoring 2 goals under Nuno. So yeah, David, I think we would have lost this genuinely, just because of chances created and shots on target. Genuinely wouldn't have been able to win it.
No, I agree. Faz Radfar says Conte has a big task in hand. I enjoyed positive football. No, look, do you know what I mean? It was good to be able to enjoy watching your team tonight, to be honest with you. It was nice to watch, especially the first half. It was good to enjoy football again, you know. It was good to enjoy football. And look, you know, we can't hide away from the fact, yeah, Conte does have a big job on his hands. He does. We have to take the positives where we can, though. You know, we've had a lot of negativity recently. Take the positives where you can. Going forward, brilliant. Defensively, that can be solved. You can take out a Davies. You can put in a Tanganga. You can give a Rodin a chance. You can take a Dyer out, give a Sanchez a chance. That can be solved. But going forward, it was good. It was good. Jack, what do you think Conte's biggest task is? Do you think it's getting some more out, some more of these players? Do you think it's fitness, maybe, because we can't put 90 minutes together? What do you think? You know, what do you think Conte has to fix at Tottenham right now?
He has to figure out how to be able to connect the midfield and the attack, or even the defense and the attack. He has to find a way to be able to find some sort of system where there is someone that can connect all 3 sectors of our, you know, of our attack, midfield, and defense. We don't have anybody in our defense apart from Romero. Romero is our only ball-playing center back, or only ball-carrying center back, you know, that is able to maybe ping a pass in behind, or, you know, be able to, you know, play a ball on the floor, David, to somebody, you know, in a good position that can turn. He's the only one, when in fact in Conte's system, you practically need 3 that can do it. And we only have 1 at the moment. So if that's the case, I would say he needs to then find someone in the midfield like a Tanguy. Gio, again, game by game, really losing faith and confidence in him. We're probably going to have to put our marbles in for right now until January, and all of our marbles in the basket of Tanguy, Dave, where we're going to have to find a way to get him into the game and play that Metsala role in that midfield, in that 3-5-2, where he's kind of doing a box-to-box sort of, you know, connection between the front 2 and the defense and the midfield. He's not going to play a very defensive role in that midfield, but he at least will be a body in there, so that we also aren't passed through, you know, too easily or too, you know, simply. And yeah, I think we need to find a way to connect the midfield and the attack, because it really was quite disjointed. At least someone also that is able to maybe make runs, you know, alongside, you know, the wingbacks, because sometimes we found ourselves where the wingbacks were totally left on their own to create something out of nothing. And I would argue that if we had someone like Tanguy maybe just running around the pitch, you know, being able to kind of combine with them in maybe a better way than Lucas was, I think we probably would be able to have an easier time. But yeah, David, that's going to be his biggest problem, is just connecting the midfield to the attack, because that was the biggest problem under Nuno as well. Like, we genuinely really struggled with that. The only game, and Jose to a degree, the only game where we saw, actually, which is kind of funny, Dave, and it's kind of sad as well, the only times when we've ever seen, you know, the midfield and the attack all be connected was when we played Tanguy in that number 10 role. But he's so inconsistent. He's so inconsistent, and he's so dodgy at times, though, Dave, that we're just going to have to put those all those eggs in that basket, when you think about it, until the January window comes about. And then we can, you know, put someone else in there to compete with Tanguy, or someone else in that midfield that can maybe make Tanguy's life a bit easier in that role. But playing Tanguy in either the Metsala role of that 3-5-2, or at least of a bit more of a floating kind of, you know, Nico Barella role that you might say from Inter, maybe then we might be able to have a bit of an easier time. And it's kind of funny, the Newcastle game, David, when he played the number 10, that was the first time in a while we saw the midfield and the attack, you know, be connected so quickly and smoothly. You know, you think about under Jose, when Jose put him in the number 10, and Sissoko and Højbjerg were the 2 kind of holding midfielders. We saw, you know, Tanguy being able to go up and down the pitch and connect the midfield and the attack, but he's just so inconsistent, Dave. So it's going to be a very frustrating thing for us to probably watch that happening. But that's what I would say. He's going to have to find a way to get through to Tanguy, because I do think that's where Tanguy is going to be our saving grace, is just someone that can just connect the entire team together.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
But that's just such a horrible risk, especially because he is so frustrating at times. So it will be frustrating.
He is. Connor Carolyn, look, he was moved over to the right of the tree. Dyer was there in the first half. He was moved over there in the second half because, look, ultimately the second goal came from Dyer's side. It was just poor all around. But look, I don't know. I ended up getting him sent off. But look, he was there because we needed the pace down the side, to be honest with you. Ollie Ham says, happy birthday, David, my favorite channel. Big up. Ollie, really appreciate it, my man. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, brother, and everyone else out there today. It's been absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. And look, your favorite channel, big yourself up, my man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
What an absolute man. What a man. Dermot, what do you think, Conte needs to sort out going forward?
A couple of new centre-backs. I think sell the midfield and keep Tonge. I think if you keep Tonge, and I think somehow he'll be right under Conte, because Conte will keep him on a tight leash. I think other managers have been a bit too easy with him. Oh, it's okay, you can do that. Conte will keep him on a tight leash, and if he does something wrong, he'll pull him on it. So there'll be more discipline. I think that's what he's been missing, discipline. And this is what the team's been missing. And I just think in January, a centre-back and a couple of midfielders, and then in the summer, then go to town. But we need to get some players in just to plug the holes so we can continue to the rest of the season, and then the summer, then rip the team apart and start again.
Yeah, and look, for me, do you know what? I'm not really going to say too much without repeating myself. I kind of, agree with what the lads are saying there, to be fair. The only thing I will say is, just to add on to it, is, look, if they don't buy that midfielder in January, brace yourself for a long, hard second part of the season, where you're going to see between Ndombele, Ali, Lucas, Lo Celso and Winks, you're going to see them dipped in, dipped out. You don't know what performances you're going to get. Problem has to be solved in the January transfer window. They have to go and buy that midfielder who wants the ball, who's comfortable on the ball. Has to be solved. It'll link the midfield going forward. We always had a player for me watching teams, you had Michael Carrick used to do it, Luka Modric used to do it, Dembele, Musa Dembele used to do it. Right now we don't have it. It's severely lacking it. We do need to get that option in the January transfer window. Look,
I think honestly, David, Conte needs to. You were saying that some midfielders, certain players, they've just been treated too nicely. Jose had to go to Tanguy's house, to run, laps around his block and whatnot. I would just hope that what Conte does, David. I hope Conte, he just kidnaps him from his house and just then Tanguy just shows up on middle of the morning or middle of the night on a track, and he's just handed a pair of sprinters, Dave, and then he just said, listen, I need to run in 10 miles or 10 kilometers. That's what I would hope happens. Is he goes even harder than Jose did, because Jose had to bow down to Tanguy's level, which is just sad when you think about it. He had to bow down to Tanguy's level, and that's Jose Mourinho. So hopefully Conte doesn't even do that. Hopefully he just honestly, just put something where, in Tanguy's burger, then Tanguy just wakes up, in the middle of the night at a track and field, exposition, and just, is then told just to run and get back in shape. That's what I hope happens, genuinely.
I hope so, but I'll be honest with you. If Conte does it, he's performed a miracle. I just don't think, I just think if an individual doesn't want to be here, he doesn't really want to do it. I think you kind of, I don't know. Look, I hope Conte can get more out of him, because between now and January, he's the solution. Even if Conte pulls him in and says, you want gone, you give me this good season of football. Let me tell you why, because it's going to benefit you. I'll get you a move to a good club, but you give me this season, and hopefully he can get into his psyche that way. Can he do it? Remains to be seen. But look, guys, absolutely brilliant stuff today. Dermot, thank you very much for joining us for the pre-match show. Thank you very much for joining us for the watch-along. Of course, Jack, incredible shift again. Pre-match show and watch-along. It's been an absolute pleasure. Really enjoyed spending my birthday with you guys. It's been really good company, so I really do appreciate that. But Jack, my man, where can people find you?
Everybody, again, please give the Don the happy birthday wishes. Zum Geburtstag, viel Glück, David. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. And as well, David, Yeah, it's thank you for putting in the shift yourself, honestly, on your own birthday, for Christ's sake, David. Honestly, you're a real Spurs, you're a real Spurs fan. You're a real Spurs fan for being able to endure this team on your birthday and want to do that. Honestly, what a legend, I would say. Everybody, big up David for that. If anybody, we're talking about transfers, we're talking about new center backs, we're talking about being, finding that, link to the midfield, to the attack. We're talking about someone that can replace the entire midfield. I would say there's no better time, there's no better place than our second channel, Flat Cap Euro Talk, where basically all of your answers will be provided there as well. If you think there's a certain player that would fix our team, if you, think of yourself as like a bit of a European football head, I would say you head on over to that second channel and you let me know who you think I should be taking a look at, who you think I should be doing a scout report on, because I really do feel like, right now we're finding out it's more crucial than ever, especially now we have one of the best managers in world football at our disposal, at the helm. We have the Don at the helm. He needs the right players. He needs the right furniture. At our second channel, you will find, the scout reports, the highlight reactions, and also as well the conversations that I do, especially with brilliant minds like Darius from Paxton Road, where we talk about how we can best fix this team, which players can come in and be able to, just get going right away and be able to fix this sort of, problems that we've been speaking about the whole night tonight. So again, everybody, Flat Cap Euro Talk, lots to look out for there. Weekend watch list, maybe just to take your mind off the Spurs, coming out, tomorrow with Shamu and I. There's a few scout reports already released this week. I've given a replacement for Steven Bergwijn, also a backup striker as well, that I think we should take a look at, and Cody Gakpo. That's honestly a fantastic video. Stefan de Vrij, or Stefan de Vrij as well. I mean, forget how you really say it properly. The Inter center back that we're supposedly going after, that Conte really likes, who's given a scout report as well as a highlight reaction there. Pedro Gonçalves is coming out very soon, who I think would be an excellent, kind of alternative to Stevie B or even Lucas, and also can play number 10. And then also plenty of others. Dusan Vlahovic we did a long time ago, and as well as many others that I feel like we really should be taking a look at and could fix a lot of our problems, as well as even that tempo setter that we've been talking about the whole time. Bruno Guimaraes, people, that guy with the Conte system could get us in the top 4. So if you're interested in anything I just said, and if you're interested in kind of fixing Spurs, and going about it maybe in a more analytical way, instead of just kind of just throwing players, in there and just saying, oh, we just need to sign Vinicius and stuff again. Definitely, if you want to, kind of think about it a bit deeper than that, head on over to our second channel.
There it is, guys. Link is here in the chat. Get onto it, guys. Get onto it. Dermot, my man, where can people find you, brother?
Well, firstly, David, you're a legend for working on your birthday, and thank you for everything you do for us. And, you're an absolute legend. So everyone, please get your birthday wishes, your subs. Tell everyone about this channel, because this channel is the best channel in town. Tell your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your aunt, everyone, even your next door neighbor. Tell them about this man, because he's brilliant, the pair of them. You can find me on Twitter at Tottenham Tantrum, where you get the latest news and everything to do with polls and everything to do with Tottenham. And also, I have a new show with Josh and Chris and Phil tomorrow night on Josh, the
Tottenham guy.
Yeah, Tottenham guy. I'm starting at 8. We're going there. It's going to be a new show tomorrow. And Jack and David are our first guests on the show. So we're looking forward to having you. And thank you for everything you've done for giving me the platform for me to do what I'm doing now. So thank you, guys. So everyone, come over. It's just a show for have your views, and if you want to explode. It's just a bit of fun. So come over and enjoy yourselves.
No, 100%, guys. Look, I'll be plugging it. Me and Jack will be plugging on the social medias. So make sure you do come and join us, guys. It should be
called the 4 HOTSPUR. Sorry, I forgot to mention it. It's called the 4 HOTSPUR.
And it should be a good show. Look, me and Jack were honored to be asked to be the first ones on. So, yeah, look, absolutely brilliant. I can't wait for it. It should be a good show. But, guys, I encourage everybody to get behind these guys. It's really good to see. It's a bunch of guys that are coming on doing fan shows. Not only here, we are Tottenham TV and that, starting up their own channel. It's good to see, guys. So, look, do get behind them. Same as flatcapeurotalk. Honestly, you want somewhere to go in January to see what sort of players we're looking at. Flatcapeurotalk is your home as well. So do get over there and check that out. Spurs related and Rory Woods as well. Get in touch. Get me and Jacko on there as well. I know you've been asking, so do get us on there. But look, guys, I just want to say, Jack and Dermot saying I'm legend for working on my birthday. I'll be honest with you, there's nowhere I'd rather be. If Tottenham are playing on my birthday, I would absolutely be furious if I was doing something else. So, you know, it's absolutely just another day at the office for me, like Kuva says. Big up, my man. No, look, at the end of the day, guys, you know, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you out there as well. You know, I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea. You know, it's been incredible, the amount of messages of support we keep on getting. You know, all the happy birthdays today and just the kind words and everything else. I really thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. But look, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for all the support with the super chats and that. You have no idea how much it really, really does help. You really don't. So really, from the bottom of my heart, again, thank you very much. But look, guys, I'm off to have some birthday cake. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button if you are new. And we will see you all again back here very, very soon. So look, guys, as always, come on, you Spurs. And in Conte we trust.
Conte we trust. Forza Spurs.
Enoch out.
Enoch out. Spurs. Forza Spurs.